So, hello everyone and welcome to the stream. A slight different one today. We've had to postpone the regular campaign due to multiple players being a little under the weather. So, our temporary DM, Sam, will be commencing for this one shot. And I will shut the fuck up and let him speak. Sam?
Hello people. Today is the one shot of Still Alive. It is the party has been called by the king of this nation to find his daughter, who had gone missing on a trip to the west of this city. He wants you to find her and find out who took her before he rages war against said nation. If you do not find it out in time, he will rage war upon the entire world.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, who did he call to this amazing feat?
The wrong people?
I am Winfried Borthel, a devout cleric of Pella. My specialty is in making sure people don't die. I am a life cleric, and while there is magic in my veins, your quality of life will vary, but you will not die.
Groovy.
Smashing.
Don't all speak up at once.
Also, here is biggest dickest half-orc barbarian. While I'm alive, hopefully no one has to die because everyone will kill me.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more people in the party.
I'm Dave. I'm a halfling barbarian. A little bit entertainment on the side.
Can they see you behind me?
Maybe not, instead of see my voice.
Hang on. Yeah, so we can't see him, he's that short.
They just think I'm Dave.
Yeah. You are now Dave.
Dive.
Dave.
Dave.
Dive!
My name's Dave.
And finally with Blake.
Hey, my name's Blossom. I'm a wizard, and I'm from a hipster community. Hippie even.
A hipster wizard.
Oh no.
Called Blast.
I meant hippie. Okay, I'm no hipster.
Yeah,
A
you.
hipster hippie wizard.
I mean, if you're a hippie in this fucking decade, doesn't that make you a hipster anyway? By default?
I don't know the word.
You're like
hippie.
5 decades too late.
Oh no.
Hey, this is a fantasy world.
Yeah, if he wants to be a hippie hipster, he can.
Yeah.
You're just jealous because my brothers are called Bubbles and Buttercup.
So,
Oh god, no.
continuing
I'm a
past that,
darling.
I've just realised what he's named them after. You
Yeah,
fucking
the fucking
infidel.
Powerpuff Girls.
Oh no, Blake.
so I'm gonna say, walking past that reference and 12 D10 of force damage, you are brought into the castle. You have manacles put on you, which you are told that at the king's speak, like a keyword from the king, they will put you to sleep, like make you unconscious.
I'm not dead, okay? I thought that was like sleep with the
Not dead,
fishes
no.
kind of vibe.
No, just sleep. And you are led into this. It's not really the throne room, it's more the meeting room for deals. So if farmers wanted to ask for some money to do some more farming or anything like that, you'd come and ask for it to the king in this chamber. So as you enter, there are the 4 guards either side of the corner with their swords drawn up ready, and the king is sitting on the throne.
Yeah, a bit aggressive already.
My liege, thank you for calling myself on such an important mission. It is an honor to serve under you.
It is great to see you. I've called you for a great task. Do you know of it already, or are you unawares?
We are aware of what you are required of us, but I feel that it would be important to hear it from yourself, my liege.
As most people know now, my daughter was taken by somebody in the woods. I've already shaken down all of the crime syndicates and every ill-doing in my nation, but I cannot seem to find her. So I wish for you to try and find her in another nation to the west and find out who did it, because I'm going to make them pay.
What is this nation you speak of in the west?
There are multiples. There's the Black Mason Nation. There's the Dragon Guild, the Dragons, and the Water Lilies. They are the only ones in the West, but I wouldn't put it past the rest of the guilds, the rest of the nations.
Right. And who is it that you believe to have taken your daughter?
That is why I've hired you, my dear man, and
Of
your
course.
associates.
Of course.
So I hope that the 50 gold was adamant enough to anything you need. Or is there anything else you need before you leave?
For me to be able to complete my mission and to ensure that the people being sent for your daughter are to remain safe, I would very much prefer any diamonds that you can procure, as some of my magic requires such ingredients to ensure people's souls stay tethered until the mission is done, in Pelor's name.
I think I have some in the treasury. He clicks, and you see one of the guards behind you quickly run to the door, whisper something, and then go back to his post. Anything else from you two?
No, not from me.
And you, as he looks towards you, Bloom?
Blossom?
Blossom?
That's okay. Bloom's my grandmother. She grows chickens. I mean, if you've got any like...
He just sighs at you and goes, "Is that everything that you need? Because this is an urgent matter."
Some
I
nice
mean-
dainty magic items would be helpful.
I've already sent those out to procure the area between our nations ready for the war that will be initiated right at the moment I know who to fight.
I'm good then.
So, at the moment he's about to continue the conversation, the doors burst open, and there's this like frail human being who literally runs up behind you, scuttles round and hands you 3 diamonds,
Yeah.
and runs back out.
What's their value each? Because I need to know because of the spell.
If you said spell, I'd say someone would know, so they're of the value you need.
So for one cast worth.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 500 GP of diamonds.
They're quite big diamonds, it's about 3. They're quite large diamonds.
Yeah, I'll double check that is right, because it's Revivify I need them for. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, 300 GP, sorry, so they're 100 each.
Yeah. He goes, "So if that's all you've got, you two head off and get the other 2 filth out of my throne room."
That's not.
Of course, sire. As you wish. And
Nothing?
I'll stand bow and kind of like turn and semi-gesture for the others to leave.
He head bows to you.
I just like wave expressively, like bye.
Sort of just raises his hand and opens it and then shuts it back down again.
I'm happy with that.
I'm just gonna.
So I've got to say, you guys leave the castle.
Yeah. Ooh.
And here is the city.
I'm assuming the little green man is where we are.
Yes, this green man is where the castle is. And the two towers there are literally all of those are gateways you have to get through. They usually have guards and other things on them. The nearest by the castle is where the nobles live, so there's not really much trade there. There's more just a lot of rich theatres and things like that. The next area is a lot lower, where you find a lot of the trade, and there's markets there if you want to grab anything else. Then the outer is the protected, farmlands, and then out of the city the way you need to go.
Okay.
Oh god, that's all that matters.
So is there anything you'd like to do, or where you'd like to go?
Right, well, considering his liege said his daughter was in the west, in the woods, it would make sense that if we leave through the southern gates and head westward and see what we can find. Are you all in agreement?
Would
Yeah.
anybody in town know of rumours of what's happened?
Everyone knows that the princess was taken, and no one knows what to do. He literally tore all the crime syndicates apart trying to find her. Like, there is no one in the nation that knows anything.
Okay, so the wall bit is kind of like the main kind of bit of the nation, kind of.
No, like, the nation does go out quite a bit. It's quite a large nation compared to the rest. And it's why he thinks the other ones have attacked, due to he has the largest land and the richest of land in that continent. So he's thinking they're going to use it as a bargaining chip the next time. And those are the rumours that are sort of going around, that all they'll use the princess's bargain, that will lose land, people will be hurt.
Okay. So, I believe that if everyone has gotten everything they need or wish to collect more, I would like to ensure that we have enough provisions for the travel, so I'm going to be getting some rations for myself for a few days. Then I think we ought to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say, you can collect those rations really easily. There is lots and lots of places that are selling food that
Yeah.
is ready to go, and all ones you can make it out of.
Well, I'm just going to spend 1 gold for silver, if it's at book price, and get 2 weeks
The
worth
book
of
price.
rations,
And
which is a
it
silver
is-
each.
I'm going to say, add it to you. If you, like, they throw in a couple extra rations.
Okay. So I get 16 days worth of rations for 1 gold, 4 silver.
Yep.
Nice.
Does anyone else try and grab rations, or you're...
I will, yes.
You get 12
Oh.
for that same gold price.
What kind of, in the shop we're in, what kind of other things do they sell?
Just the general store things, so there's ropes, there's tents, there's a lot of everything that sort of travellers and things would need. This is the main capital, so it sort of has everything. If you looked around enough in the trade district, you're probably going to find it.
Would there be any kind of like magic-y themed shops there?
There would. Would you like to go visit one?
I would like to, yes.
You come up to
Kid
this
Blossom.
tavern. You come up to this shop. It's got a lovely little purple wizard's hat as its sign.
I love it already, yeah.
You enter.
What do I see?
As you open it up, there's just a lot of trinkets and things, sort of things that people have made that would be magic, in quotation marks. And then you just see a head pop up above the counter and goes, "Hello, welcome to Wally's Wondrous Magical Items. Magical items here every single day."
That was nearly great alliteration, but you was a bit off, and I was like, ooh, he's gonna make it, but he didn't. That's fine. Like, ooh. Hey. What did you say his name was? Wally?
Oh, I'm not Wally, that's my dad. I'm Oscar.
Oh. Hi, Oscar.
What are you after? Is there anything you're after?
Would you have any divination tools?
Let me go get the book. He goes, gets a ledger from the back, and then slams it on the table. And he goes, "Is there anything you can see that you're after? Is there anything specific that you're after?"
For locating a pen.
Oh no, the king had all of those. Flicks through a load of pages, and then goes, "A while ago, he keeps taking them as soon as they come into the town."
Who does? Sorry.
The king.
Johnson.
Oh, king.
Points in the vague area towards the castle.
Oh, and then they haven't been working for him.
No, he pays us gold, but we can never get them into stock for anyone else.
But I mean, like, if he keeps taking them, they haven't been working?
Yeah, they can't locate her. But that could be due to other magics countering it.
So would that be kind of like a ranger issue, or would it be like they're shielded?
She could be shielded, she could be not on this plane of existence. There's a lot of areas that why she could not be picked up.
Okay,
Just
but
like,
not a quick...
a simple charm could literally keep that specific set of magic from locating her.
Okay, that's fine. You wouldn't have any nice budget offensive magic items, would you, dear chap?
What would you like?
Something
Or how much is
offensive.
your budget?
Love! And flowers!
Pulls a vial from underneath the counter and he goes, "1 potion of love. That'll be 1 gold."
You know what? I'm gonna buy it. Did you say we had 50 gold each?
You got 50 gold.
On top of
payment.
your background as well.
On top of everything else you usually get.
Okay. What does this potion of love do?
You'll have to try it. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna give you what it does.
Unless you have identify.
I do not have that because.
Oh, if you want to know how it works, you have to have the person that you want to fall in love with you drink it. Well, that's what it says here. Like pointing
I'm
at
gonna
the
take.
book.
I don't care. I'm gonna take it.
It is a simple bit of fruity water.
I don't care. No, I'm not gonna drink it. I'm gonna buy it. I genuinely
you're
don't
buying
care. I'm buying it. I don't care.
Go in, you do.
49.
Did you actually drink it?
No, I'm saving it for later.
Okay. So you're done in that shop?
So he doesn't have any actual offensive magic items in
No,
there.
no, it's all like trinkets, magic tricks more than actual magic. The stuff like that would have been in the noble district, and again, anything that's the king finds useful is being used.
What kind of trick?
Oh, just like there's a small disc that you can save an image of yourself, and it literally pops up as you.
Like life
Well, that's
size?
one of them. Yes, but at life size, it's kind of fuzzy. There's also a... Looking through my notes. So I expected you to go shopping.
Who, me? I don't know why you expected that from me at a magic shop.
There's a... There's a few small statues, one of an elephant, one of a griffin, and one of a camel that seem magical, but you don't know what.
Oh, elephant, griffin, camel. How much are these little guys?
There, flicks through the book very quickly. Two. 1 minute, sorry, 20,000 gold.
Oof. No deal.
Wow.
I'm so glad there's not a rogue in the party.
I like
You
how you
say
think I
that.
need one.
Surprise.
This is where Liam reveals his multiclass as a rogue.
Oh,
Aha.
so, do you want to buy those?
What about a multi-buy discount?
I'm not allowed to give those.
Oh, okay.
Hold him a
I guess
chicken.
that...
Might work. I'll just put the
I really want them. Hey, sturdy, does this guy look?
Blake, remember
I'm
where you are.
joking.
No.
Sturdier than you wizard fuck.
Let your anger consume you.
I'm gonna say, sturdier than you.
Idiot.
Into the dark
I
side.
will make his stats if you really want me to.
No, I'm joking. That's fine. I will put them back.
But then all the rest are literally like a deck of cards that are rigged to have all aces. And things like that.
That's fine. I will leave.
Okay.
One other thing that I wish to purchase before leaving is if I can find myself an alchemist and spend
Yes.
50 gold purchasing a health potion.
You haven't got 50.
I have.
Yes, he has
50,
got 50 gold.
everyone got given 50 gold.
Yeah, well, you already spent gold.
I need one.
Yeah, but he had his...
I spent 1
like
gold
character
for
gold.
Oh,
silver.
there's like the background gold there.
Mm-hmm.
How many does that get you? I can't remember.
50 gold is
Okay.
one standard healing potion. And then I think it's like 250. It's in Xanathar's 250 or something.
Yeah.
It's like the next level up. But 50
get
is your
one.
standard one. Yeah.
But you also get a few bandages and things, just to sort of like to trust wounds and things.
And have you got an idea of how much they heal?
It's more to it's sort of like a healer's kit. You literally have a one-use healer's
Okay.
kit of stabilize.
I'll just put one use healer's kit.
Yeah, stabilize. You don't heal, you just stabilize.
Yeah.
I'll go for that one we need at some point.
Well, I will offer the healer's kit to any of the party that needs it, considering one of my gifts bestowed by Pella allows me to stabilize people through the use of magic. Spare the dying for people who don't know.
So, would there be anywhere I would be able to find a brass brazier?
Brass brazier. Yes, I'd say down in the blacksmith district.
One that I can use? I just need to summon a familiar.
So you're just going
sorry,
to
begin.
are you just going to use it, or do you need to keep it?
No, I just need to use it.
I'm gonna say someone will let you just use, like walking up to them, asking them. Actually, make a persuasion check.
Whose doggo is upset?
It's not mine.
It's my doggo.
Oh
I'm
no, doggo upset.
She has to sit in the room with me.
Aw.
Give Doggo some love.
Give doggo pets and snackies.
I do, but I need 2 hands to do certain things on the screen.
It's true.
So,
Let
so you
the
say
cookie
persuasion?
Dog's more important.
Yes, because you just want to use somebody's brass brazier, and not actually
Mhm.
keep it.
I will summon a little pet owl.
Sounds like a hoot.
What about your roll persuasion? I need to see if you got to there.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said I could with a 10.
With a 10.
He got a
Yeah.
10, yeah.
Ah, it just showed up for me.
Oh, sorry.
I've got to say, with a 10, it takes time, and the person is sort of very vigilant to, but they will allow you to use it for being human. 1 silver.
Okay.
You have to hand it over to you and just like watch you and make sure you don't run off with it.
I kind of figured the brass brazier was like quite large. I thought it was just like kind of like hanging above the fire. I don't know what a brass brazier is, in all honesty.
Brazier is essentially like a small metal thing, if I remember, that contains a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, but you didn't say lit or anything. It was just literally they have them around to put either do a large order or something of that sort around. So would you like a lit one?
Yes, please.
It would still be the same. It's just they'd look at you a lot weirder.
That's okay.
Because there's not a lot of wizard folk around this certain area. Usually they are in the noble area.
Okay.
So you summon your familiar, which is a...
A little owl.
Aww.
Oh.
And then we'll have Dad try to talk to it.
So from there, do you leave the city?
Yeah.
If everyone else has gotten everything they need, I think leaving through the southern gates would be the best plan, as that's the quickest way to the forests.
The western gates?
There's no gate to the
There's
west.
no gate on the map to the west that I can see. That's a river.
That's east.
That's east. Did you mean to say east earlier?
No, my map's flipped the wrong way around.
Oh, no, the way we're looking at it, the outer farms that you just pinged, that's east.
Yeah, that still works. I've got to say, the map's still the other map's still work in order.
Okay, I will change my notes to say east.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. So yeah, we will go through the eastern gate.
I mean, to be fair, that's the way I was looking anyway, because apparently I don't know my compass points.
It's fine.
I'm a half off.
Just think, point at the top and go clockwise and just say never eat shredded wheat. There you go.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know that.
West Brom, yeah.
Oh, no. I know that. It's just that he said west, but if I was still looking east, I was like, that is not the right way, but we're going that way.
Yeah.
So I've got to say, as you go through, something you'd know is that as you go from the rich district, it's a lot of humans and like elves, and then as you go down, it starts to be halflings, orcs, goblins, kobolds. It starts to get towards the more less humanoid looking humanoids.
Really racist to say that.
And I'm going to say the treatment of them is very different as you go down as well. So as you leave the gates, you are waved away as you head towards the forest.
Yeah. I will be keeping an eye out as best as I can, just as we're going. Not expecting any trouble, but more or less just keeping an eye out for any potential things we can latch onto. Anything that looks out of the ordinary.
You travel for a few days. There isn't much, nowhere where anyone could have ambushed or snuck anyone away out of the kingdom.
Yeah.
And there's not really any sense. You then come across this. You'd guess it was a tent, but it's like made of lots of different leathers and things like that. And it's a. This is where you are. You're literally on the bottom left of the map, and that's all you see at the moment.
Does the tent look like it's currently occupied, or is it deserted?
You can't tell from this angle. There doesn't seem to be an opening. Because I moved your characters as you would please.
We're still on the main map.
Yeah.
Have you meant to have moved us over? Aha.
Oh, okay, I'm done.
I'll just slowly approach it.
Oh.
I'm just looking around, see if I can see anyone or anything.
You can hear someone just humming to themselves on the inside.
Does it sound feminine or masculine?
It sounds feminine,
Okay.
but there's breaks in it that seem a bit deeper than a woman should really be able to reach by hums.
What are the others doing? Just as a bit of a reference.
So can we like? So is it like? So is the tent
didn't
totally
feel that.
enclosed?
From your angle, yes, you can't see into it, and it doesn't seem like from where you're stood, unless you had like went to walk round it, you wouldn't be able to really tell if there's any openings.
Gnarly.
I would call out to the... Like, I'll gently knock on the tent near, like, whichever side the opening is on, and just be... Excuse me, who is there?
Hello? Ooh! Customers! Just come round!
Right. I will...
You hear the voice move to that side.
I will go around to meet.
It's a pop-up.
I will follow.
The tent vanishes.
It's a magic tent.
This is what
Illusion magic.
inside.
I'm gonna come up slowly.
Oh, well, quick for a halfling.
Everyone do a quick investigation check for me.
Okay.
As you look over the items.
Oh, oh. Even with -1, that's
Everyone but Blossom realizes that a couple of the items, like there's
Wait, I rolled an 18.
I only got the 15.
I got a
I was gonna say
15. 15 is the lowest.
I saw your persuasion. I'm sorry. All of you noticed that there's a few necklaces and a dress that were, and a couple of like bits of guard uniform that were mentioned with what the princess would have had with her. So, is there anything you'd like? As this elven male walks up.
Well, we have been sent on a mission, and that's how we have found yourself. We are looking
What
for...
mission is that?
We are
I'm sure you'll
looking...
need some of my wares.
Well, we are looking for the king's daughter.
Ah, the king's daughter that went missing. Ah, what a shame, wasn't that?
Some of the things you have on sale look similar. Have you had them recently?
Ah, I found them in the woods, just scattered around. It was kind of odd, to be honest, but never look a gift horse in the mouth, right?
Do you know where, by any chance?
Ugh. Well, I've only been set up here for about 2 weeks, so about 4 days down the road.
4 days down the road.
Across the river.
Hang on, I'm just making notes there. Well, hopefully that will help us find her, given that it is possible that some of the things you have here may have once belonged to the princess.
Are you looking more closely at him?
At him or the stuff?
At the guys you're talking to?
I'm looking him clean in the eye as I'm talking with him.
Okay. 1 minute, let me put you past it. Yeah, you would have noticed there's a small tattoo at the bottom of the right of his neck that looks very similar to the symbol of the dragons.
Are you going to be set up here for long, perchance?
Depends. If the clientele don't come up, I've got to get moving. Can't be stuck around here forever.
Yes, well, as you would expect, our job is quite important. I don't have time to stop and be a customer of yours now, but if you are still here on the way back, then I certainly will be.
Can I just real quickly cast Detect Magic?
If you'd like.
I would.
As I'm speaking with him as well, can I do an insight check to try and gauge if he seems to know more than he's letting on?
A little bit.
Is that something I can do?
Yes, you can.
Okie doke.
So, Blake, for your Detect Magic, the item, like the princess's necklace, was described as having small protective properties, to sort of just protect her from the general, either the weather or from attacks, raising her AC in mechanical terms. But nothing else seems magical. He gives off a small bit, but that's more from the... You see that mainly with elves, like, as their race does come from the Feywild. It's sort of a residual magic left over.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you've mentioned AC, I'll be like, so, this necklace that you mysteriously found...
I'm going to say, it does look like it's been drained. Like, the thing is, it would have this magical property if it had more power. So if, like, there was more magic inside of it. It seems to have been drained of its magical properties. It still has its residual protectiveness, but it doesn't seem to have its actual power left.
With a high arcana knowledge, would that be something I could potentially restore?
It would take... You could probably do so, but it would take up spell slots to try and rekindle its efforts. Actually, yeah. I was gonna say, I've already given it you. I was gonna say Arcana check, but forget it.
Sorry, what was that?
You could, but it will take a lot of your own power to push into it, and it may not actually recharge back to it, like to actually give back its magical property. And Dan,
Yeah.
he seems, when he's talking about the princess and it being a shame, there is a hint of sarcasm in his voice. It's like, oh god, oh no, she's gone.
So it's not like he knows more than he's letting on, but he's clearly not giving a shit.
But the items that he found weren't scattered. Like, when he says scattered, you believe there's a bit more than just they were scattered.
Yeah.
Like, found them randomly.
Okay.
Would you like us to return them to their rightful owner, considering you found them and they're not yours?
I found them, I sells them.
Fair enough.
If you want them, you buy them.
Blossom doesn't look great in a dress, unfortunately.
Just so.
Blossom's not a Terry. How much would you let the damaged necklace go for?
Damaged? It's a perfectly good necklace. Perfect little pearls and lovely set of sapphires. I'll set you back, I'd say, 5 gold.
Sorry, did you say 5?
Yes.
Would you take 3 because it's stolen goods?
Again, I founds it, I sells it. It's at 5 gold.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
So you hand over your 5 gold, he hands you the necklace, pockets it into a pouch. Anything else you find fine folk would like?
I'm quite alright, thank you. As I said, I would procure your goods on my return journey. It seems my other comrade is rather more excitable.
That's if you do. I've seen a lot of carts go that way and not return. Kind of spooky that way, but I'm not heading that way.
Do you know any rumours of what it could be then, if you've heard of other merchants and people like yourself go that way and not return?
Well, to be honest, when I first set myself up, this fella came across. He was only going to the next town over, a couple days away. Said he was only dropping something off, and then I ain't seen him come back this way. And this is the main trade route home. Says he does the trip quite often. Not seen him since.
Nice.
And that keeps happening with quite a few of your traders. Do they just like a place and stop?
It may be so. Maybe whoever they follow has given them a light to follow, but you've not heard anything of yourself?
Nah, I kind of keep clear of stuff like that.
Right. That is all from me, thank you. And I'll take a step back and allow if anyone else wants to interact with him. And I'm just going to be... Essentially, what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to be watching him as he's talking and just kind of gauging him as a person, more or less, while he's interacting with everyone else.
Alright. So, anyone else want to buy anything of these fine goods?
How much is the dress?
Oh, Blake's excitement.
So,
Well, it's a nice
you,
silk
mate.
dress, a decent make. I'd say I could fetch that for 7 gold.
Seems a bit steep. How about 5?
It is good work, but what kind of people are going to want it around here? 5 and
where
a
did you
silver.
go into town?
5 and half, and 5 and 5 silvers.
Okay, deal.
You hand it over, and he hands you the dress. Sort of just like literally not folding it up like you'd get in a normal shop, just throwing it towards you.
Oh,
You've just brought a dress that's like 20 sizes too big.
yep.
Yeah, I've got to say, like, if you're buried in this thing, he throws it on top of you.
He's brought a tent, okay guys? He's brought himself a tent.
I mean, it is at this point.
Oh,
You're a large fellow. How are you? What is there anything that takes your fancy?
Weapons here?
I have a few daggers, but that's really it. Not really fine weapons around. People don't really like selling them either.
Good then.
Well, is that everything everyone would want? If not, you're going to be scaring off other customers. Get.
Do you have many customers? This is a very secluded location.
Shot fired.
He sort of looks you and he goes, "You should really watch who you talk to like that, mate."
Ooh, mate. Mate. No need
He
to
sort of
be
like reaches for his sword and his
So
helmet.
I'll just take a step forward towards him.
Wow! Guys are so defensive.
So, be on your way. You're in a rush, your friend said.
Yeah, just to stop a war, it's nothing important.
A war?
Yeah, the king's having a bit of a rager because his daughter's missing. You know, standard shit.
I don't think this
Why would you be
everybody that
starting?
information.
So he sort of like leans forward towards you and sort of gains a small interest in the
It's at this point, like when I hear him going to say a bit too much,
Yeah.
I will just kind of loudly interject from the distance. By Pella's light, we must keep travelling if we are to reach a point of relaxation and sleep safely. So, if the rest of you are ready, we really should be going.
And I'll give a little push to Blossom to get him moving out the way.
Just to kind of, that was kind of me interjection, like, oh, shut up.
You said this, but I will not realise because I don't get
I
it.
physically push you.
Try and speak to him as
I
you're being
physically push you away from him.
I just like wave as I go, like, Daisies!
Bye.
Blossom,
So
you
you
should
continue
really be
to-
more careful with who you give away such important information with.
But why? He seemed lovely.
He does, but he clearly knows far more than he was letting on, so
See, he's
I feel that he's a person of interest, but right now we should at least go and see the place and where he's procured the items.
Oh. So should we go back and kill him then?
No.
Okay.
Divine judgment will reach him soon enough, or if not, that of the guards, when we return and explain of his dealings.
Coolio, bro.
So you travel for a few more days.
This is so bad. A
we've got
cleric
a
and a hippie.
halfling with a dress that's a 10. If
gonna say-
wizards who's standing too much in front of you,
Hmm.
holier than thou cleric.
And a rage monkey in a green suit.
Pale green, get it right. Half.
Okay.
So you travel for a few days. I believe, Blake, you want to try and recharge the necklace.
Yes, please.
Make me an Arcana check.
One momento. Oh, no.
No, you spend on one day. You try to spend all of your magic to try and recharge it. It seems to flicker, but nothing really seems to stay within the item. You may need to do a bit more research on how items are enchanted before getting anywhere close to what you need to. I'm going to say you wake up early one morning and you get to the area that he said.
Yeah. And is there any remnants give away that this is the correct place?
He said just after the river, which being sort of the nation that uses a lot of water to travel, rivers aren't very efficient of telling you where things are. But with the direction you've taken, you'd assume this is the right place.
No, I mean, is there like any signs of recent travel? Is there any debris, any things left over? Actual signs that, yeah, this looks to be the right place.
That'd be an investigation check, please.
Okie dokie.
Would you like a hand?
If you wish to help, then I would certainly appreciate it.
I will give you all a hand.
Okay, so that's with
You
it.
can just roll at an advantage.
There we go.
Oh, we should have done that the other way around, but whatever.
See the war, like the where in the track that wheels have worn into it, and there's hoof tracks. There's obviously this is a main trade route, so a lot of people do travel here. You've seen a lot of where camps would have been by the side of the road, or residues of.
Mm-hmm.
But for one of the main trade routes, like by foot, that's used, you've not seen anybody. Like, you should have seen a few people. This road is used decently.
Yeah.
Like, by how much footfall you can see, you should have seen about at least 3 people. Like, 3 caravans. But again, continue, move forward.
Yeah. Essentially, I'm just keeping an eye out, looking for anywhere of interest that might be worth a look.
Can I send my owl up just to have a scout of the area to see if she notices anything that stands out?
Roll its perception.
Hang on, how do I do this? So that gets a +3.
Before you send your familiar, allow me to, if you don't mind, bestow a small blessing to help.
Okay.
I will cast guidance on the familiar, which means for a minute you will get to add a d4 to one ability check.
Not a bad.
It's a beautiful cantrip. It's one of the best cleric cantrips there is.
Oh, it's a cantrip, that's fine. Hang on, I'm gonna have to do it as a separate.
I would
roll.
argue that guidance is probably one of the best cantrips in the game, next to things like vicious mockery and message.
Oh,
Can you ping
hang on,
where you're going to send your familiar to look?
yeah, just let me
It'll
just
depend
add on the
things.
let me add on the D4.
Ooh,
So-
nice.
23 on its searching.
Here's super perspective. Hang on.
So where do you send him?
So obviously it's gonna be quite high.
Yeah, I know it's in flying distance, but like just ping where you would have sent him to go to look around, come back.
Hang on. How do I ping?
Press and hold with the click.
Yeah.
And if on the toolbar on the top left of Roll20 you've got the mouse button pressed, when you press and hold it'll do a ping look like that. Yeah.
So kind of from there, kind of.
So essentially I'm
Okay.
just scouting ahead.
Yeah,
So
but like in a
was it?
circle. I'm sorry.
it comes back and it seems like it's noticed something in the woods. In that location. It just says there's something wandering around there.
Hmm.
Unless you can speak with animals, that will still not give you any more information.
Liam, man.
It takes 10
no,
minutes, so...
I'm pretty sure I can communicate with my familiar. Hang on.
What Liam has to do is draw.
Give me 2 seconds.
So what are you checking, Blake?
I'm sure I can share information with it. Yeah, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay then. It tells you it saw a metal figure walking through the woods. It had multiple arms and multiple faces.
Would I know what that reference is to?
Nature check.
$21?
Or Arcana. I was going to say then, but yeah. You'd know this as a quadron. Usually they're found in the plane of
Mechanus.
Mechanus, and they it's
Oh,
odd
no.
to see them around. Like, they don't leave their plane. They aren't
Pretty much Modrons are the only ones that leave.
Yeah, like, this is odd to see one of them out.
Guys, the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz is up the road.
Especially of not having Modrons around them, having orders being given to them.
A Tin
The
Man.
Tin Man on the run.
Pardon?
Does it look hostile? Bubbles?
It looks. It. You think it's funny?
It
No,
was
he's
just
taller.
Like I say, it was just sitting in the wood. It was literally like sitting in the bushes, looking at the road, or looking backwards towards where he was.
So, kind of like in
Yeah,
an
look-
ambush position.
It can't really tell because, again, multiple faces. It doesn't know which way it's really looking.
Guys, there's a Tin Man thing down the road.
Well, shall we go and
Devil?
investigate it?
If you guys want to.
It could hold a clue to the puzzle in which we seek.
would I know if any of the kind of like the countries, because I don't really know anything about
Mechanics.
mechanical. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but yeah.
Again,
Do we?
knowing about them, they are like no one really can control them, but a higher mechanist creature.
A
So
pentadron.
no one else can. Like the only person who can override all of them is Primus,
Yeah, Primus.
who literally is the god of law.
Oh, okay. So would I know if any of the countries like have any like dealings with Optimus Prime?
No one has for Optimus Prime, and no one can deal with Primus either because he is one of law. Wars and things of that such minor nature are completely beneath him and his servants.
Yeah, because essentially the drons can go up to nonadron, which is 9, and then it becomes the 2 more, and then there's Prime.
Yeah, again, finding them like such high drone outside of the plane is really, really odd.
Yep, because my last actual campaign had heavy Mechanus symbolisms. I recently went through all this shit.
I'm gonna say, I love the little Modrons. They look like minions. They're
Pieces.
just so cute.
But no,
But sadly, they're too weak and you just annihilate them all.
yeah, but the thing is, when one comes, they all come. That's how
Yes,
they
you would
work.
know.
They are hive
You would know
mind.
you would know that by nature. If there's more of them than just that one, as soon as you attack it, or even it sees you, all of them will be coming to your location.
But if this quadron is ahead that you have found, I wonder if we're able to converse with it, and maybe ask it if it is aware of anything that has gone on.
I'm gonna say, with your check, you know it only speaks its own language.
Higher ones do speak. I was playing off my lack of knowing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just like giving the information
Yeah,
to Blade
no,
so
that's
you can
fine.
relay it back.
Okay, that's fine. So how far? Hang on. So how far are these squares? Like, what's the scale on this one?
They're 5 feet. I'll reveal the Moltron that you found.
I was gonna say I can't see him. Never can.
I see him.
Ignore the point where I said the one you can see.
But yeah, if everyone wishes to go with me, shall we go and investigate this creature?
Let's go, bro.
Let's give him a good old look over.
You have my axe.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just slowly move myself up until you tell me to stop.
I'm gonna say, like, if you want to do perception checks or anything like that,
Yeah,
just walk it.
I am keeping an eye out as we go. It's just I'm kind of focused looking for this Modron that he has found. My attention
gotta
is ahead.
You knowing where it is, I'd say I'll give you advantage on a perception check to look for it.
Okie doke.
So we'll say passive doesn't catch it.
Perception. Nice.
It being made of metal, it would be hard for something like this to hide itself. But you do see the multiple eyes and multiple faces that the owl said, just sitting in the bushes. And once it sees that you've seen it, it darts out and heads further down the road.
Huh. Does it look scared? Or is it running for a different reason?
These creatures don't really have facial expressions. Like, there's not really anything to read.
Okay.
Like, it saw you looking at it, and then went and bolted straight out.
Come back, Tin Man guy. We want to have a chat.
Just keeps running, but the faces at the back keep eye on you. Like, they track where you are.
As in all of us, or me in particular.
It seems like one eye on each.
Groovy.
I'm still going to approach it, and if it's watching us as it's running, I want to try and present myself in the least threatening manner I can.
With your perception, you hear something coming from...
Okay. Before we get level with it then, I will immediately put my arms out and just say, there is something to our right. And I will actively try and look for it.
Okay, so you're going to head towards it.
No, I'm stopping the group going forward, and I'm saying that there is something to the right, and then I'm going to look where I'm stood, in the direction I heard the noises, and see if I can see it.
It seems to be too far into the foliage to be able to see it. You more heard where it was moving, just because of the high foliage of a lot of high bushes and the trees giving so much shade. There's quite a lot of things. You just heard the movement of something moving.
Does it sound big, little?
Medium-sized.
Right. I will approach with caution, with the intent of looking for
A
it.
bit heavy-footed, you'd say. It's very heavy-footed, even though it's tried to be stealthy.
Similar heavy-footedness to the quadron that's running away.
You'd say so.
So if I approach with caution, still trying to look, but kind of be defensive in case anything lunges for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to look aggressive, I just want to look tentative.
So do you move?
Yeah.
When you reach there, another one of those things darts out of the bushes and continues to go down the road, following its friend.
Huh. Peculiar little things, aren't they?
So how big are they in comparison to, say, us? Sorry.
Leo,
Sorry.
you know we can hear you scoffing.
Always. That's all we're hearing. That's all the poor stream's hearing.
Do any
It
of
just
you
darts
know?
out.
Do any of you know more of these creatures? They are unusual, to say the least.
The weapons on them, the one that ran first had crossbows, sort of like crossbows built into the arm, and the other one had two sort of short swords.
Can I look where it was to see if it left anything behind?
Yes. I'm going to say, I'll just use the perception you've... I'm going to say, you find nothing, you just see where it was sat, sort of where it's left a big indent from where it's walked from. It's walked from the road and then walked straight to here.
How kind
And
of
then
dark is it in the foliage? Is it quite bright under there, or?
It's... I've got to say, it's a bit more than dim light. It's just that because of it being so broken up by the leaves, it removes shape from objects. So by being infrequent with how the light is in there, it covers up shapes.
Well,
Okay. Can I go over then? Because even in looking, can I cast light on my fingertip and wave it over and see if I can see anything? With
Okay,
created
make a
light.
perception check without the...
Hang
I'm
on.
going to do it the
Is
difference
it
of the load.
technically dim light under there?
yeah.
I can treat dim light as gross. 60 foot of me.
We've got both of us have got the light cantrip.
It's
I don't
also
know.
more. It's also more not the actual. It's dim light. It's more because of the leaves, like the light peering through, and then the other shadows and different movements. It masks shapes within it.
Dark vision comes into its own if it's at night time, Stu, because obviously you don't need light, which gives us away more than anything. You can see without having to light up something.
Well, I think darkness is dim and dim as bright.
Mhm.
What the hell did I say
Obviously,
bright? I was blind.
So you'd be able to see these things a lot easier if you did a perception check. You get the very lower DC. You see nothing. There's nothing else around.
Cool.
Well, given that these creatures are heavy enough to leave imprints of where they have been, surely...
I will say, the one that you went up to just has stopped where he was. Like, he just literally ran to there and stopped.
Oh,
Is he looking like it's going to attack or just watching what we're doing?
No, sort of like a statue. It doesn't even sway or move. It's literally just, it got to there, stopped, dead.
oh. I was going to say that if any of you have
He always just
proficiency...
stopped tracking you then.
If you have proficiency in tracking, I was going to suggest following its footprints to see where it came from. But that's a little unsettling given that it's suddenly stopped.
I have survival, would that help?
That's what you use for tracking.
Yeah, that's what you
Then
use
I
for.
have +4 on that.
I've got to say, it's just stood there in front of you.
That's unusual. It's able to stop itself so perfectly like that.
So I've got to say, it went from a pure full dash to literally stop.
If I
Groovy.
take a couple steps near it, would it start to move again?
Not for a couple of steps. Maybe like if you got 10 foot, it would then move 10 feet away from you. But nothing of like small amounts. It's only when you breach certain distances to it, it'll then move.
Well, if it's not allowing us to be within a certain range, if there's 4 of us, why don't we give it a wide berth, go to the corners around it and slowly approach it from all corners, because it can't run away from us if we're all in its vicinity. To see how it reacts, it would be interesting. These might hold a clue, or at least some more information, if we can get them to stop.
Okay.
So move yourselves accordingly.
Well, I'll take this corner, and then essentially, what he's getting at is if we all take a corner each and surround it, it can't run in a direction that's going to be away from everybody. And I just want to kind of see how
My
it
first
reacts.
one's gone now.
I just want to see how it reacts when we kind of encircle it. Not aggressively.
Okay. I'll go around the trees to this kind of side. Oh, hang on. Why am I not pinging?
Click and hold left button.
I'll go to kind of there.
Oh,
So
Oh,
how are
take
you
this
getting
one up
there?
here.
Are you just beelining straight there, or are you going through the sort of bend out of the road?
I would have gone
that-
at the back end.
Okay,
I would have
just,
gone this way.
okay. I'm gonna say while everyone's moving, can you make perception checks for me?
All of us.
Yes, please. I'm gonna say move to your places, and then I'll have a look.
Didn't
at what
mean
you
to do
said.
that with advantage, so just take the leftmost one. I'll untoggle that and go.
So who's moving?
So, I'm gonna say just move to where you would have gone, and I'll reveal what you would have seen.
My head here.
Okay then, so don't bleed help.
I heard my way over here.
Okay, so Dave, you would see this like small brick wall that's been built out of just stones around the area.
Oh.
Dan, you would see you'd see a creature. I'll just ping it in a second.
Yeah.
Yep. Blossom, you see a lot of things, as well as Stu. You two see a lot of things. Actually, Bonnet, Stu sees nothing.
I'm a half orc.
No, you're just focused on the Dron at this point.
Yeah, you go to your location, and that's where you're going.
You pointed to where to go. I just went there without looking.
Exactly.
1 second.
That sounds like real life.
Yeah.
But not my problem, Chief.
I'm gonna say, let me just make a lot of things visible.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
point, he goes. He doesn't look, he doesn't question.
Would you provide me with enemies to kill? You watch all of us. Joe. Go somewhere.
No, what it is, there's going to be like a fucking ancient red dragon next to you and you just haven't seen it.
Oh dear.
I just look at him like, pet.
Dan, you see the one Motron that is in the woods just right of you?
This one.
Yep.
Okay.
Blossom, you see all the ones surrounding you.
Is it another Modron, or are they all quadrons?
They're all quadrons.
Oh.
All
Right,
with
so
different...
So are these ones that are also enemies smaller than the one in the middle?
No, they all seem very similar sized. So like, belt.
Oh, I have a bad feeling.
I've got to say, with how Blossom would have just walked into the middle of that, I don't believe they've been seen.
I just like fake not seeing them really well. They're just like,
Overconfident hippie.
you're like, I see nothing. I clock you all, but I see nothing. Walking through the forest.
So,
You're like, I see
what
one
do
there,
people want
one there,
to
one
do?
there.
Well, my intention is for everyone to slowly walk forward to the one in the middle and just kind of see what it does. But, given that I can
Because, like-
see that other one, I don't know if anyone else has seen anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Has Bigger seen the ones that are in of either side of him? Or is he just a tunnel vision?
So, what do you do next? The Motron stays still as you all move in towards it.
What kind of size is this tree that I'm kind of gonna have to climb over?
It's about a trunk. It would literally be a proper lift over. Like you'd probably have to lift yourself over it, but it would only be counted as probably difficult terrain. It'll just take a bit more movement to get over it.
You
So I
yourself
can
as
just
the giant dwarf there.
So I can just like plonk my butt on there.
Take another step.
I will get a little closer as well.
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay sat on my tree trunk.
No, it's still stationary.
Well, I think it's going to go Beyblade too close.
Hi, friend.
The thing is, Danny, the DM, kind of knows what's probably going to happen, but Winfred, the player, doesn't.
Well,
just
Blake or
annoyed.
Blossom doesn't, because he's never encountered them before, so this is gonna be fun for me.
I'll
So,
Same.
step right up to it. Is it still watching us?
Still frozen. Yeah, the eyes are still like. Now that you're all in 4 different directions, there's 2 eyes on each of you.
One Dave.
I'll take another step.
Still stood there like a statue.
I will attempt to reach out and touch it.
Nice robot. Good robot.
It stays perfectly stationary. It is cold to the touch, and it gives off magic. As you touch it, it sort of feeds back on your own magic, sort of rebouncing it back. So where you can feel the magic in your own hand, it's you can feel the pushback of its own magical, like how it being a huge magical, like magically made construct. It is very pushing against yours to touch it. You still are able to physically touch it, but you feel this sort of pushback.
And it doesn't flinch or repulse in any way.
It does nothing but stand there. The eyes just watch, but the eyes watched your hand as you got it closer. They seem to watch the closest point to you.
Can I look it over just to see if there's anything that would give a hint of its took anything that belonged to the princess, maybe? Or has he got any signs of battle or a scuffle?
At the point the other guys walk closer, it takes a swing at all of you.
Fuck's sake. I knew that was going to happen.
Obviously, Blossom's out the way.
I'm on my tree!
No, if I remember right, it has reach. Pretty sure quadrons have reach.
Not that far.
10-foot reach, innit? No, no, he's 15.
That's about 15 foot away.
He's 15, yeah. And the squidgy's in between them all.
So, starting from the light cleric, who is the one who went to touch him,
Yeah.
we'll go round clockwise that way.
Yeah, a crit will definitely hit.
Yep.
Oof.
8.
You don't need that done for yourself there, Chief.
Healer, heal thyself.
Note to self, don't touch metal men.
Does 8 and a 9 hit the other two before I roll damage?
No,
9, they mean
Okay.
12.
I think he was looking at what the D20 was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
8
still
and 12.
12 still
Nope.
down, touch me.
Okay then.
Again.
I got the feeling like it just feigned hitting everyone else and just crit me for being a bitch.
Hey, you touched it. Don't touch me, bitch.
$15 slashing damage.
Oh,
They have a lot of damage.
Because that's only because it's a D8 and it's like literally an 8 plus 7, which is almost its max.
Yep.
fuck.
So, everybody roll initiative.
Yeah. Ten.
I need to stop rolling dice, it's not working.
Two. 20.
Sucked.
Yeah, we're not fast.
Blossom is.
Yeah.
Come, go!
It's that the tree huggers from the trees, and he's so skinny.
Yeah.
At least we didn't get
Tree has
the
given me power!
The fucking tree's a magic item and it gives him like a boost to his initiative without him knowing.
Yeah. The forest is my happy place.
It's got magic moss on it, that's what it is.
I just, like, sneak out like a magic mushroom.
Yeah.
That's not a bush.
Blossom, you go first.
Okay. So we'll start off with... Yeah, so I'll start off nice and easy with a tiny little bit of acid splash. That was diabolical.
On that centre one.
Yeah. That is a deck save.
It fails.
Yep, off the edge.
Wow, that was hardly worth the effort. Sorry.
It hits the metal and you see it burn into its body, but it doesn't flinch. Like, usually when creatures get hit with acid, their body sort of curls in to try and, like, resist against pain, but it doesn't move.
Does it look like it, like, took damage though.
Yeah, it did actually take damage, but it
Yeah.
doesn't look like it did. It didn't do
Okay.
much, but it also didn't hurt it either. It didn't seem like actually hurt it by its body language.
Kill.
Time for all the robots' turns.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, there's going to be... Let me have a look. There's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 attacks on Blake. Okay, Blake, thanks.
Fuck!
Bye, Blake.
Yeah,
Oh,
most
dear.
ones have two fist attacks if they've not got anything in their hands, and they have 4 shots if they're doing short bows.
What is this thing gonna be?
Let's go.
Lot.
Jesus Christ! Blake, I hope you had a backup character for this one shot, because that's not looking good.
That's at least.
How
a
many?
three
How many hit? Is it what's your AC?
11.
hit. That's 3 solid hits.
Hang on, what,
So 1,
Which-
2,
which one's
3,
which one?
4, 5, 6 hit.
Oh, can I do 6?
no.
How much HP you got?
Not that much.
He's a wizard.
I will say,
I'll squish it.
5 out of those are literally only a 1d4 plus 2.
That's not that much.
I got 50 HP. Let's see how much damage we take.
Oh, he'll be okay. I think I've got 77. I mean,
That doesn't seem right.
You got to add another 8 to that, because you only did the +2 once.
So 24.
24.
oh,
Hmm.
We need a medic.
Yeah.
That's 26.
Saying that the medic needs a medic.
So the first one was piercing, and the other one was slashing. As out of the woods and above a rock, loads of these creatures literally just pop up and shoot you full of things. It's surprising how many missed you, surprising on how many hit you.
You know this one that's right next to me? Did he climb up onto the log, or was he technically like down it?
He sort of leaps on top of it and then stabs down at you.
That's
Probably why you missed.
that's fine.
There'll be a shot at you there, and then 2 swings at.
Who's the one doing the attack? Sam?
The one that literally ran away first, he circled back.
Oh, is that this one here?
No, this one in the woods behind you.
Oh. I get you.
Oh, I'm guessing only one hits you.
Yeah, because I've got an AC of 18.
You're
So
a
missing.
healer, and you have better AC than me.
Armor. That's what it does.
I could have bought armor, but it's only made like one AC difference.
Plus, depending on how heavy the armor is, you can't rage in armor.
Oh, I'm just not
I'm gonna say the 11 is towards Dave, and the
Is this the one in the middle attacking?
yeah, there's one in the middle attacks Dave,
Well,
and the one attacking Stu.
With my Sentinel feat, I'm going to use my attack of opportunity against him, because as part of the Sentinel feat, you can attack if a creature within 5 feet of you attacks something.
All right, did that hit you, Dave? By the way, well,
No, I did not get hurt.
11, he missed.
So
go on.
Do you do flanking rules the same as I do, where because I've got biggest opposite?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm basically there helping you without doing this.
So I use the mace and just smack. I was trying to be friendly, and this fucker started attacking.
Oh yeah, he cut into your arm, and then one of them just shot you in the back of the head.
So I'm assuming 21 hits.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So that is a total of 7 bludgeoning damage, followed by Divine Strike, because of Life Cleric. I can pump once a turn an extra D8 radiant damage,
Okay.
followed by 5 radiant damage. As you just see the weapon glow, and as it hits, it's just like a light bright flash.
Yeah, the thing, you sort of dent in the two faces that were facing you right in on itself, but it's still standing. It's very, very damaged from that hit, but it's still standing. So next is Dave, because all of them are done.
Dave?
But I'm gonna start off feeling a little bit of rage. Get a little bit angry. Then I'm going to use my axe. If I can find it. Where is it gone? There it is.
What are you looking
My
for?
axe. And that should be... My first attack could be a 13.
It
If you
misses.
put the extra, if you're in a rage, you get a plus
It
2
misses.
bonus to it as well.
Swing down.
Give me to the damage.
It
Yeah.
Plus to the damage roll, yeah.
side, and you slam into the ground, missing it.
Ooh. I'll do exactly the same for my second. Hopefully hitting.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like attack.
Seeing how nimble it is, you sort of swing sideways and go in for the side. Roll damage.
Oh, it's already rolled. It'd be 9. Another 2 for raging on top.
You cut this
That's why I've
thing in
got a
half.
separate after rage. That is I do.
As you hit it with this second attack, you just cleave the creature in half, and it bursts into dust.
Anybody? That's
Dropping the 2 swords that it had in its hand. That's the only thing left of this Moltron.
What's the thing? What's left?
2 swords.
Ah.
Oh.
Yep, you literally cleave it, and as you hit through it, as your blade just gets through the body, it just bursts into dust, and the 2 short swords fall to the ground. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I'm just gonna move up over to here. Oh yeah, this one.
Okay.
That's my end of my turn then.
Alright. Next is Dan.
Right. I'm going to call out to Blossom to fall back and get behind me as I put my palms together with the holy symbol and cast Spirit Guardians.
What does that do?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
15 foot radius.
Oh, hang on.
You'll just
That
get
didn't send
Dave.
into the chat. How do I send it into the chat?
Wait, Spirit Guardian.
No, I don't want to. It won't let me put it in the chat, but It's a 10-minute concentration, a 15-foot radius targeted around myself. Creatures start to swirl. No, you've just put the aura on. And any creatures that start their turn in it or enter it for the first time have to make a DC 16 Wisdom save, or take 3d8 necrotic damage.
And
Is that friends and foes?
I was gonna say, do you choose who are friends and foes? Because you've got a lot of friends in that zone.
Oh yeah, you can pick basically people that will ignore, which will be the 3 compatriots.
So do I have to? Because you've just activated it, do it for that one.
Well, not only that, I'm going to walk forward. So I'm going to step through and to here, and basically put my hand on Blossom's shoulder and encourage him to get behind and away from these. Those 3 would then have to make a DC 16 Wisdom save, or they will take 13 points of necrotic damage.
Do they take damage if they pass?
They take half, and on the start of their turn, if they're in that aura, it will do it straight away, and it goes for 10 minutes, which is 10 rounds per minute, so 100 rounds of combat.
I was going to say as well, how many rounds of flat minutes because of raids?
6 seconds a round.
All of them fail.
So they take 13 points of necrotic damage each.
Alright.
As I've literally just got my one shot, like my one right hand clutched onto the holy symbol, left hand on Blossom, kind of willing Blossom to come back and away.
Come into the light.
I'm not actually using my movement to pull, but I'm kind of pulling you to try and encourage you to back up, like disengage and back away.
There was no question that I was not going to. I'm leaving the situation.
Oh no, I don't blame you. That was just role play of what I'm doing.
How does this look, like these spiritual guardian things that you've summoned to swarm me?
It's like small orbs of light, like small wisps that will basically just circle me, and any enemies, they'll just kind of attach themselves like sticky spores and just start causing damage until they leave the aura, and then they'll go back to rotating round.
Yeah, these things attach the modrons, and you just see them like really burn into these creatures. Like, they are only made of magic, and by draining them so quickly, it really, really hurts them. It seems.
Yeah, that's me done. Because the only thing I've got left is my bonus action and reaction, but I don't want to use healing word just yet. I just want to, because what I'm kind of
half dead.
Yeah, I know. What I'm kind of thinking is if I can wait a little longer, I can give him a better healing spell rather than burn loads of spell slots.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Is that your turn done?
Yeah. I just walk and go, fuck your encounter.
Yes, you did. So, Blossom, back to you on the top of the
Hey!
Oh, 1 minute, where's your counter?
You double tapped it.
You know what's you skipped me completely.
Biggest dickus. There we go.
Let's see how well you do. Against this one mark rage by a lot of things.
I'm going to enter my rage and attack the one right by me.
Okay then.
And I've got a feeling that might not hit. Does it?
No, sort of being really hurt by these things. It's kept its eyes on you, and as you go to swing, it just literally moves out of the way, and you.
That's fine because I have an extra attack.
I know.
And someone tells me that one. You know what? Fuck it. I've got the lucky C. I'm going to use one of my 3 lucky points.
Okay, then use your lucky point because you hit it.
Oh,
Did that hit?
Yeah, you hit it.
Oh,
Yeah, 14 hits.
no, just
Yeah, literally.
18 points of slashing damage on it.
I'm surprised you didn't reckless attack, Stu.
Oh god, I forgot that.
Yeah.
But I can make a bonus attack at the end of the turn as well. That's standard. So I've gone after the Berserker.
Oh, nice.
That one is that one is obliterated.
Oh.
You hit it, and again, turns into dust, and the swords fall.
It did.
Basically, Dickus has just made a path for you, Blossom, to get out.
Yeah, I've cleared the way.
And you've got your movement if you want to start tangling up with something else.
So is that all you do? That one's dead that's next to you?
I can still move, can't I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've got
Move
me.
You've got 30 feet.
there, 40.
Oh, 40. Oh, yeah. Barbarian.
Fast moving.
I forget, yeah, barbarians and monks get extra.
And
Or you take mobility feet.
Yeah.
I have. Will I be able to use my frenzy attack on this one here now?
Oh god!
What does it say, Stu?
Go for it.
It says, when you choose, if you do so, for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack. There's a bonus action on each of your turns.
You've used your bonus action to go into a rage.
Oh, that's what rage was.
Rage
Okay.
costs a bonus action 20, yeah.
Oh, I do not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next
Never mind
turn
then.
you can do it, but not this time. But they may all crumble to dust when it comes to their turn because of my spirit guardians.
Don't forget you get a bunch of extortion from it as well.
If I use the frenzy, yeah, I'll get
Yeah,
exhausted.
that's really bad.
Yeah, well, I'm not using my frenzy attack yet.
Okay, we're just warning you. But go on, carry on, Sam.
So if that's you done, Blossom, you've just seen your friends utterly obliterate everything that comes close to them. What do? After these things have piled all their attacks on you.
Oh, so the two that are like bookending me, they're still both alive, aren't they?
They're still-
Barely.
And
Barely.
you've got me pulling on your shoulder just to encourage you to leave.
And I'm at the other side just saying, I got it. Don't worry about it.
You can see the spirit guardians are ready to fucking implode these fuckers in about a second.
Probably a second
Fine.
in ways.
I'll use my action to disengage.
Okay, then.
Pull your
Disengage.
good
Do
child.
you not get attack of opportunity on you?
And I'll just.
Or do they have disadvantage?
No, they don't, if they disengage. The only exception is if you have Sentinel as a feat, which I do. Basically, if you use disengage, I can still attack you. And if I hit, your speed becomes 0. You can't run. Sentinel is amazing.
Deal with me.
That's it. So I haven't got any bonus action stuff.
Yeah.
And you're a light cleric.
Oh, yeah.
I hate you.
Oh no, it was a brilliant idea, because my whole point was guard everybody and everything. So if they can't leave me to go and hurt someone else, that's great.
And then you got two crazy barbarians.
Yep.
Both in a fit of rage at the moment.
So you're taking half damage, it makes my life easy.
All you'd like to do, Blossom? You have a bonus action.
I have resistance to bludgeoning, trapping, and slashing.
Can I? I don't have any bonus action cantrips.
Do you not?
No?
No.
No.
I don't
Alright,
think
then.
any wizard. I don't think any wizard one's a bonus action.
It's a shame. You could
have
do with a
every
couple.
spell.
Don't you have any normal spells, like spell slots, that you could use? There's a bonus action that would be useful.
Yeah,
I
Misty
just don't want you
Step.
to waste your turn.
Misty Step. That would have been good rather than disengaging, because then you could have used your action.
I will
Yeah, but-
retcon it if you wish to use
But
that.
you will burn 2 spell slots then doing that. It's up to you.
No, I'm good.
Okay then.
Live to you guys. Friends.
Robot's turn.
Can they
even though
make
the-
wisdom saving throws of a DC 16?
I will say, they had a initiative of 16. For some reason they've gone to 17. I think it's going to be the
Like
ever
what happened, yeah. It happened to me, didn't it?
Yeah.
What?
It's because they're solar powered. The longer in the sun, the
Yeah,
quicker they get.
Right.
Wisdom saves for the other two.
Yes. And they'll take half if they succeed.
Is it
But
the
it's
same damage as what you already rolled?
16 necrotic damage this time.
Well, one's failed.
They both crumble to dust, and their swords fall to the ground.
And then the orbs just remain floating for another 8 rounds of combat.
Will they follow you if you move?
Oh yeah, no, it's centered on me. It's not a point, they're targeted to me. 15 foot from me, in any direction.
a
You
bit like-
can't see, because he hasn't set the aura to be seen, but if you look on my screen, Stu, you can see the
Well, I
aura.
don't need to loon, have I?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'll be from here.
Yeah, but there you
Because
go,
I
you can
don't
see the aura.
see it.
I think I can set it, I don't know. No. What it is, if you go on the advanced settings on my token and just toggle the C tick box, and then that basically means other players can see it on the aura section. Same with the health bar, if you want other people to see my health bar.
So the 4 robots are dead.
There you go. It's just come up on his screen now. So yeah, you guys can see where my spell aura affects.
Ooh.
Nice.
Seeing you're the biggest threat, all the 4 rest of them, the 4 quadrons, shoot at you.
4? Wait,
So-
where can I?
How can I see?
I can see a
robots?
spider and a robot. Oh, them
that's-
last 2 you pinged, we can't see.
No, we can't.
They're
Oh,
probably still on
okay.
your DM layer. Yeah, those 2 you just pinged last, I think they're still on your DM layer. Because we can't see them.
I
No.
wondered why I
there
got
we
hit
go.
so many. I
Actually,
wondered why I got hit so many times.
that spider is in my range.
Is it? I see it as just out.
It's half and half. It's up to you if you want to say it's in or not.
I will roll. It already goes at half because it's only half in the thing, and then
Okay.
it'll be full gone if it's not.
Okay.
To be fair, right? It. So one more wisdom save.
1. Nah. 1. Nah. 1. Stuff out.
DC 16, he don't know what his modifier is.
It's 0.
So that's a fail.
16. Oh, 8 damage because it's half
It
in.
takes how much?
16 points
It
was
takes.
what I rolled. And it'll take all of it.
So I should have really took damage last. Well, if we'd have seen it there.
It
And-
might have
and-
moved there, I don't know.
Like I said, all of them for 4. Yeah, it did move there. It climbed
Yeah.
up the rock.
Yeah.
So 4 times 4 shooting at you.
16 shots coming up. Yeah.
Great. I have a DC, no, an AC of 18 though, so I'm probably the best person to be shot at.
Oh yeah, I'm on the AC 40.
I'm 11.
Two hit.
11, 12.
2.
Yeah.
Oh!
I only seen 1 unless we got.
Isn't that 1?
There was an 18 and a 19 I saw.
I thought yes, it was 18. You had to beat it.
I do see that
Equal
one of them
hits as
more.
well.
Oh, equal hits as well.
Yeah. So 8 points of damage. You know what? Considering the amount of hits I just took, I will take that.
How many? 8. I'm saying I'm racist. That's racist. That is.
No, when you
You're
consider
human
though,
as well.
only 2 hits out of 16.
I'm gonna say, out of the forest, all you see is this barrage of tiny arrows, and they just literally only 2 get in. All of the rest just hit his armor, and all the auras get in the way and obliterate them.
Yeah, your guardian just intercepted a butt ton of them.
Yeah,
What's we doing right now?
my guardians are just doing a rave right now, catching all the arrows.
So, Dave,
Damn.
like I said, Mobtron's gonna move out of that radius.
It's fair.
So Dave is gonna go right, move over to here.
How are them things moving out of turn?
Have a little attack at this one.
Okay
My
then,
first
swing.
26, and that'll be 15 damage because of rage. 13.
Okay then,
Nice.
so
Oh, it's time.
yeah, you really cave this thing's like metal body in on the one side. It's sort of like really bent inwards on itself. Some of the arms are like just twitching.
Ooh. That is my second attack. Just want to finish him off.
Remember, you have reckless attack as well.
Don't. I'm a different barbarian to you.
No, you get that standard at level 2.
Reckless attack is a barbarian
Which
generic
is,
thing.
you have advantage,
Oh.
and enemies have advantage on strength
Okay.
too.
You obliterate this thing in 2 hits. It just turns to dust.
And then I'm gonna use my dash bonus action for my eagle.
Oh, these things can't run fast enough.
Shit.
Oh, we've made a broken team. If only you'd
know
gone
what?
faster
This
than
is the way
Berserker, you
to
could have
go.
got it.
Yeah, but he couldn't dash if he wasn't a berserker because that was his eagle totem feat.
Yeah.
But you know what? 2 barbarians, a cleric, and a wizard is the way to go.
Oh yeah.
Now the wizard baits everything in, and then you guys obliterate it.
Just
Oh
a
yeah.
bit.
Well, this is what our second turn, and there's already 5 enemies down.
Are you just going to move into the Moltron's like vision and destroy them?
No, I'm going to
If
firstly
you saw the
cast.
spider, I'll deal with the other one.
I'm going to firstly cast Cure Wounds at first level on Blossom,
Cool.
which, if I just double check,
Luckily.
at first level of Life Cleric, whenever I heal, you gain an additional hit points to what's rolled, equal to 2 in the spell's level, so you're going to gain an extra 3, whatever it says. So you gain 11 hit points. Not only that, but because I'm level 6, I also heal 2 in the spell's level, so I heal for 3 as well.
So that 8 damage you took, you only took 5 of it technically.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, your wounds start to just heal over, not like to more of a scarring look, they're not bleeding anymore.
And I
We've
will
clotted up basically.
I will walk around the log and through Biggest Dickus's space. And
I'll take it for the spider one at the top. I'll be able to deal with this one.
no, I'm going to tell you to go and get that one, considering you're faster footed than I. And
Can we
now
see
I've
the one in the tree?
I can just about get to that one, thanks to my bonus.
well, considering it took shots at us, I would have assumed so.
There's 4 shots that came from that bush. You can estimate where roughly they came from.
And I just want to double check, was Cure Wounds, it's an action in it?
Yes, it is.
Shite. But either way,
Can't you do something as a bonus action?
Make a wisdom save.
I can, but I don't want to. So yeah, if you don't mind, wisdom save as the spores start pummeling him. That's a fail. As he then takes 9 points of necrotic damage. As I just
It's time for this barbarian to go.
say, it's just right hand on the symbol, left hand getting the maul ready to take a swing and deal justice to this fucking infidel.
This creature just literally, you walk up to it as you see your orbs just literally slam into it and just start burning into it.
Nice.
Biggest Dickers?
Okay. I'm going to charge at this one over here. And I'm going to reckless attack it
Nice.
while still engaged.
So you get advantage.
I need to have a...
But it will get advantage back if it's alive.
if it lives.
If it lives.
Well, that's a hit. For 8 slashing damage for my first attack.
And reckless lasts for the whole of your turn, Stu, just to point out.
That. And you know what? I'm going to do it again. Is it still standing or do I need to smack it one more?
Somehow, with you slamming its body into multiple different directions, it's still standing and ready to fight you.
You know what then, friend? Tell me.
Are you going to risk it? Because if you've got exhaustion, that gives you disadvantage on skill checks and stuff. But it's up to you if you want to do it. Don't let me meta talk you out of it.
One level of exhaustion.
If you want to do it, do it. Don't let me talk you out of it. I shouldn't have said it.
Go on. What would you like to do?
I'm still going to go for the...
Okay.
I'm going for frenzy because I'm seeing red. That thing shot at my mate. I want to kill it.
Friends.
Friends!
That
If
thing's
it's a
going
friend
to
who
be
do
dead.
stuff together, you
Questing friends.
Thing just took 32 points of damage in one turn.
I'm going to say, you hit it so hard, when it turns to dust, you actually embed your axe into the ground, like proper deep into the ground, and just see these 4 short bows drop to the ground.
Yo, anyone want a bow?
What kind of bow?
Where's that one by Liam gone? Or can't I see it now?
Is that what you're going to do, buddy?
That's my turn.
Oh,
And I think you got rid of the wrong one.
Peter's gone.
The one by Liam's gone. So that one up there should be
If
dead.
you press Control Z, you can undo it.
Liam's one died as well. No, run it. Yep, delete the wrong one. Damn it.
Press Control Z.
You could just move that one next to me.
Oh, there.
You know.
And if you press it again, there you go. Now you can re-delete the right one. You did it again. You deleted the wrong one.
Oh, it's still there. He done it.
It moved back to the rock.
In the one that Liam killed, he's back as well.
No, my hard work ruined.
That one needs to go because Liam already killed it.
They're zombies, guys. You have to kill
Zombie,
them again.
zombie robot.
So,
Yeah.
there you go. So, Blossom, what do you shoot at?
Who?
You have a choice
Me?
of 2 targets.
Fireball.
Look. I was gonna say I can't really see the one through the tree. Can I? That's by Fake Ranger.
Like,
Yeah, you won't be able to see what through Fate Ranger, but you can see where Winfred is. Like, you can see where they are, and you can literally just see where they are.
Would I be able to hit the Decepticon behind Winifred or not?
You can shoot through friendlies.
Yeah.
It's just obviously there's a risk if you nat one. One of the potential poor outcomes is you hit your partner in the back.
Friends.
Be shouting duck before you shoot.
Duh. Just kidding.
Fireball connect. I like the look.
I could imagine your 2D2 scream.
I know what you're on about.
You see it. It bends back, like, it hits and you see the force hit it, but it doesn't seem like that hurt it very much.
Don't worry, it's his turn next. He will die.
Yeah.
It's fine
You hit
retarded.
it, see the metal's warm, like, is glowing, but it doesn't seem to
Your
have hurt.
fireball turned into heat. Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay, robots' turns.
Can I have a wisdom save, please? Spirit Guardians. It's a level 3 spell, but it's fucking good.
This is a broken team we have.
Yeah. He's
Two
going
feet off-
to
2
fail.
feet off barbarians, a cleric and a wizard.
15 points of necrotic damage again.
That's got to be dead.
Right, and it seems this time, now that it's hit, it seems more resistant to this attack.
Oh.
Oh,
It took damage, but it's took less damage than it's been taking.
So it's
It doesn't-
like suddenly gained resistance, unlike the
And
other
then
ones. Oh, okay.
you gave it this ability, and it was like X amount of turns of taking a certain damage, and it was like, you've just hit it, yes!
you activated my trap card.
That's interesting. That's actually quite an interesting little rule.
For a hive mind, so it's all that thing of, I think they'd build a...
No, that's
defense
really
against
Because
interesting.
you fit a lot of them with that thing, it's adapted.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, and I like it. That's nice.
Very nice little thing, yeah.
I'm gonna say, it is seriously hurting, he's like, barely on last leg.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. And if it tries to run, I will hit it. If it tries to attack, I will hit it because Sentinel.
I will say,
I'm hoping
the
that
one-
one my enemy can deal with. I can't get.
the one that's with you pulls out an arm to the to the right towards the top of the mouth, says something, and then goes to punch you twice. Because
Okay.
you're too close to run. And the other one's gonna try and punch you twice as well, Dave.
Yeah. I can't attack of opportunity because it only states if it attacks someone other than me. It is a shame.
Gonna get smacked.
Yeah, I know like Wave the Berserker Barbarian.
Oh, I see a nat one there. Ooh.
Who was the
Yep.
first two for?
Guess
First
it's
two
a
are for you.
me.
They miss.
Yeah,
Was
it
one hit
punches
on
it,
me.
like, goes to punch, and you see it twist its legs and then fall flat and turn to dust.
Fell over and killed itself.
Is that because of the nat one?
Yeah, it literally goes to punch, spins on its feet, and then falls and turns into dust.
Did it have 1 HP by any chance?
It had to.
Oh,
That's bad.
The other one
you rolled a couple more on your audience. Still 15, not a good roll.
one hit you.
The 19 would hit me, but not the 10.
I can't really last him another turn.
People hear me.
That's 3 bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna guess it's halved due to your thing, so that's
He's doing
1.
the so he's resistant to it, yeah.
Does that
1.
become
Literally, it punches you in the chest and it just stops. Looks up and just like, oh.
It's like in wrestling when Hulk Hogan hulks up and straight doesn't.
No, I think a more better description would be the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, the warrior.
When he starts going into that like freak out.
Yeah, well, Hogan done that as well, he was hulking up.
Yeah.
So, Robots turns over. Dave, finish this.
Well, I'm gonna go reckless to start with.
You reckless roll with advantage.
I'm gonna get angry properly.
It takes you long enough to get angry.
In the advantage then. Let me just
No, you didn't.
then just roll a d20 just add the thing to it.
The
So
21
14.
will become a
That hit.
7.
One then it'll be,
So is that
17.
15 slashing damage?
it'll be another 2 because my rage on top. So we go up to 17.
Well, you make a melee attack.
It's like you cut through it and it bursts and then it soars to the ground.
Well, you have a few weapons to sell.
And is there anything else you'd like to do?
So is he dead now? Is he?
Yeah, he did. He turned to dust.
I've nothing else for me to do then. I'm just gonna live out of the people. Just,
Okay then.
Good game, guys, good game.
Dan, is there anything you'd like to do?
Do I see any more targets?
Roll perception. So I gotta say, I won't do it at disadvantage because you saw which way it pointed.
I didn't mean to roll advantage. I keep forgetting to untoggle it.
See a little, like the Moltron, like you see a small sphere
Yeah.
with small tiny wings and little legs running away at top speed.
How far?
What? For a minute, it was. What's that? It's about 120 feet. Like it's going to reach that in the next fit, like in its own turn. 120. It's about 60 feet away now.
I can throw my javelin at it.
Okay. I'm going to cast command. Actually, no, that doesn't work. So it needs to know.
Spoken language. It's a Moltron. It knows nothing.
I'm going to cast hold person.
It's the range up.
It's 60 feet range. It will drop concentration on spirit guardians, but I just kind of hold my hand out as like ethereal tethers just come out and attempt to swirl and grab it. It needs to make a wisdom save. I'm going to see if it'll come up into the chat. There we go. It's come up.
Choose a humanoid that you can see.
Yeah, it's classed as a humanoid. Or is it classed as...
Even though it's a sphere.
It's a really. It's a
tiny humanoid.
really.
Humanoid refers to anything that has a human-like shape, i.e. legs, arms, body, head.
Yeah, we're gonna say it does. We're gonna say it's going to.
I mean, I'm more than happy if it doesn't work, the spell slot to still be burnt, because that's what I would have done.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it is humanoid. Questioning that, but yeah, it's that thing of hold. Okay, so what's the DC?
It says DC 16 wisdom saving throw or be paralysed for 1 minute.
Okay.
How far away is it? at the moment?
60 feet. It's bang on the range. That's why I asked him how far.
If we do this map, all
Oh, that's a fail.
Okay then.
But the Spirit
Well.
Guardians does go, so I'm just going to cancel the aura.
Yep, it's held in place.
So yeah, I've just got my arm extended, and you can just see like the ethereal tethers like coming from the fingers and wrapping around it, as I'm
What is
literally
it?
just concentrating to hold it in place.
Does anyone else? Do you say anything to anyone else?
There's one.
What?
There is one more over there. I'm holding it in place.
Okay then. So next, biggest diggers.
If I sprint my like double range, would I still have the bonus frenzy attack on this thing?
You would.
Then I shall do that. I've just sprint.
You're
full
giving yourself a
pelt
second point of exhaustion?
No, Ollie, has you Stuart, has he regenerated yet?
No,
We
it
still-
lasts a minute. Actually,
He would be fine.
I have a javelin. It's got a lot of range on it.
So what would you like to do?
I'm going to move that there. I'm going to throw a javelin at this.
Yeah? Go for it.
Hang on.
Yeet.
That hit.
Yes.
And
But
that,
as you throw the
there is a bonus.
javelin, it yells out some words in a strange language you don't understand, and it folds in on itself and vanishes just as the javelin.
Oh,
Even
which
though
would
it's
have hit
paralysed?
straight in its
I say even with a paralysis of hold person.
It was summoned back.
Oh,
Damn.
so up in there, someone might have seen that was about to tag it down.
Literally, I used its reaction. I was like waiting for one of you to attack it. It's like, mash, mash, go, go, go.
And then bring the bob out with a javelin. That was
You
a
just
bang on
slammed
throw as
it.
well.
I'm going to say, you would have hit it clean through and pinned it to the ground with your attack.
And that would have actually done a bonus 2 damage because of the rage still.
Yeah. So, we're now out of initiative. What would you like to do?
I be able to use my survival to try and track where that came from. So I'm guessing it didn't teleport to where we'd seen it.
It, to your knowledge, it just literally folded in on itself and
No.
it's gone
No, I
through.
mean when it was first seen before it tried to go and then he pinned it. Would I be able to use survival to track which way it came from there?
It was just by this card, like up at the top, which you'll all recognise as the princess's carriage. It's been partially dismantled, but it's the princess's carriage. It was probably what they were doing before you arrived.
I will, while people are just kind of recovering for a second, I will offer healing to anyone who wishes for it or needs it.
I'm good.
I need healing, please.
You only lost 1 point of damage.
If one person can get back though.
Wow.
The wizard nearly half killed in one shot at her.
So, oh, didn't mean to roll up. Sorry, it clicked off.
It's you and the magic boy.
But what I want to do, which I will just link into the chat, is while people are looking around, looting, investigating, start a prayer of healing that is, as long as you all stay within 30 feet of me, I am going to heal for 2d8, which is that, after 10 minutes.
So everyone within range you will get 12 points back.
As I just make a prayer to Pella to bless us all with good health and will and ensure that we stay revitalised.
Can I add that on now, or do I need to wait the 10 minutes?
Say what you'd like to do, and then I'll
Yeah.
add it.
Oh, actually, it's plus
Well, I
another
was-
3. No, wait, no, it's more than that. It's because I've got to account for my life cleric pluses. That was level 2, so it's a plus 4, so it's 16, and I heal 4 as well when it's finished, as well as that.
Okay then, so
Okay.
what would you guys like to do for 10 minutes while he finishes his prayer?
So I'll be able to do a perception check or something by the cart, see if I can see anything.
Is that like a quote next to the cart, or
Just broken pieces of the cart.
so that square thing is just broken cart?
I'd still like to go and have a look. Can see if I can see anything that might lead us where I've gone.
Survival check, please.
Is that okay? Why's that? I've got that set normal. Why'd that roll with advantage? And it's playing up.
I'll still take the first roll on the left.
What's up?
That's set to normal, it's just rather than...
You see,
Well, what we always do is we take the leftmost one if it's fucking up.
Yeah.
you see, there's a lot of from the cart that hasn't been dismantled yet. There's a lot of bolt holes and swords where this has obviously been attacked by the creatures you were just attacked by, and it seems like the door at the back that would hold the princess has been torn off.
So they knew who was there, they knew what they was after.
And this has been moved here. Like, you'd see a few tracks like coming from the road, round to where the cart is now. They were very faded before, but with your survival and knowing where the cart is now, you can track where they pulled it from off the road.
So there's a chance they put the tree there to stop the cart from...
You would guess so, that they've put that to stop anyone with a cart to have to get out and stop, or take the more rough and tumble route, which would slow them down.
Oh, what?
Thank you to everyone who has just raided. Appreciate it. I will allow the DM to carry on trying to kill us.
Yeah. So,
Are there any like blood stains inside the cart, or does it look kind of like unblooded?
there is blood, but not killing blows amount of blood. Like, sort of the attacks you've had where, like, a cut of a blade would have splattered some blood across a bit of the wood. Nothing that would have been killing blows.
Some more superficial wounds have been caused.
Yeah, more to hurt you till you go unconscious.
So it's realistic that the whoever it is we're looking for could quite realistically still be alive
Yes.
Really?
from those like mental
From
blood.
what you can see, she was kidnapped by these things.
Probably
They seem to be
there's a chance they could have teleported with her.
to kidnap people from the road. It was just unfortunate that the princess came this way. So, what would you guys like to do?
I really can't put too much input because I'm concentrating on the spell.
So, what do you guys want to do? The other three?
Any ideas, Magic Man?
Can I send my owl up to just do like a loop kind of? Because you said it's like the tracks kind of lead northwardy, like that's kind of the direction he was trying to go.
It just seemed like he was trying to get away from you, less of that. It was more a beeline away from the entire group more than that. He was just trying to get out of sight.
Well, I'll still send my owl up and send him kind of like in a kind of a largest loop of the area to see if he can see anything kind of that stands out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It goes up. There's nothing really around, but there's a lot of tracks that just end up nowhere. Like, there's lots of foot traffic and lots of like where things have been dragged to, and it just reaches a point and stops.
So are these points that where it stops? So they're like just like randomly like in the middle of like open spaces, or he's like kind of like up against a wall, or?
No, it is literally, if you followed a path, there is then nothing. Sort of like how a path would just end. It doesn't end at actual wall or any rock or any cliff. It just literally just ends.
And how many of these are there? There's like quite a few for you.
No, it just seems that one.
So there's just the one that ends in a mysterious void.
Yeah, there's just a lot of foot traffic going back and from that void point.
Oh, okay.
Sad doggo,
Guy-
sad.
Oh, somebody pet the dog.
Please,
Just
Sam,
don't
pet the
pet-
doggo.
Just woke up from a nap.
Give Doggo some
Aw.
love.
There we go, bless her.
So,
Would this,
what you're going to do for 10 minutes?
would this early yours be able to fetch a javelin for me, or would I have to go and fetch it myself?
Go fetch it. I've got to say, in the 10 minutes, you've just gone and fetched it. And
As long as you're within the 30 feet of me, which I would have explained within the 10 minutes finishing,
I don't need any
you don't
healing.
you don't have to be there during. It's just as it goes off, it's anyone within 30 feet
I took
receives.
0 damage, so I'm fine.
Yep, great.
Yep,
Of course.
that's
The healing man can't heal because no one got hurt.
Blossom did.
I did.
I know.
1 damage does not count.
1 damage is... What did you do? Fall over, kick your toe?
He got hit for 3 damage because he
You're
was
hurt,
in range.
though.
It was half.
So the
He got
10 minutes is up. The boom of healing goes off.
Everyone gets healed for 16 because the 12 plus life cleric's disciple of life, which is it heals an extra 2 plus the spell's level, which is level 2. So everyone, including me, heals 16 hit points.
I'm good again. Friend power. Woo!
I mean, I'm really good again, so I'll take it.
I'm back up to full health.
really.
So,
Is that going to sound a bit
I'm
more-
on 10 short off max. I took a fair whack from that critical, the first shot.
first surprise spin attack.
Alright.
So,
He was the only one who got clobbered by that.
So guys, so how far away is that kind of point where the path leads to nowhere?
it's about that 60 foot. It's like the Moltron was about to walk into that, wherever that goes to. But then,
So pretty much where that last one we seen.
yeah, but the javelin, where it would have landed, would have gone through that point. But it didn't.
Given the fact that we saw the cleric... no, I'm the cleric. Shut up. Given we saw the robot vanish in a teleportation, would it be possible that the princess, if she was taken, would it be possible that she was teleported away also? If the paths, as you say, Biggest, vanish instantly.
I would say with your combined intelligence, you could figure that you need to have a hold of the robots to be able to. Materials have all had footfall, have been dragged to there.
Can I go and investigate like the actual area where it stops? Is there any like kind of anything carved into the ground? Is there any like sigils?
No, it just seems.
Any kind of...
Your magic does feel a bit weird here, like being in tune with the weave of the universe and being able to know how to manipulate it. The weave seems a bit weaker here, like something's pushing on this bit of the world. But that's just from your knowledge of magic and how you manipulate magic.
I would offer a silent prayer to Pelor to see if he could shed his light on it and provide us with any information.
Is this a thing or
It's
just
it's fluff, but it's up to you if you want to make it a thing. Because
Yeah.
if you was going to do level 10, I could have done a divine intervention, but because we're level 8, can't.
When I looked at some of the level 10 stuff, I went, nope, you'll break things.
Oh yeah, no, literally, I would have tried divine intervention, but it's more or less, I do a prayer to try and understand guidance. It's up to you how you ever want to interpret it. You are the DM
Say-
after all.
You have a feeling that he pushes that you are on the right track to where you are for the task you wish to complete.
Okay. You are more gifted in the arcane, whereas I am more in the way of preserving everyone's life. So, do you by chance have any understanding of this area? I have received wisdom that we are at least on the right path to where we are going for the task at hand.
Would I know much about the art? So I would definitely know that it would be to a different dimension rather than a different location with the
You
Autobots.
just know the weave here is very... One second.
Pet
okay,
the doggo,
love the dog.
please. No more sad doggos.
Like,
Make Doggo happy.
I'm gonna say the weave is just weak here. It seems like something's sucking the magic out of it by probably doing whatever they're doing. It's pulling on the it's straining the weave of the universe there. It probably, if you tried your own magic there, it'd probably turn out a bit wonky or wrong.
Can I attempt to kind of...
Now that hours of you sitting there going around messing with things, because...
No, I was going to say, can I cast a alarm and leave like as long as we're within a mile, it'll alert me if anything comes through that area?
You presume, with the magic being really odd here, you don't know how that spell will react with such a bit of with that such amount of magical disturbance. But you believe that if you do that, it'll stop. So,
Alright.
are you guys going to camp here and have a camp out for a bit? So, I'm going to say, nothing turns up for the entire day.
So nothing
You're
happens
right.
for the entire...
If you're waiting until sunset, nothing comes out of there.
I will essentially be on the lookout and watch and give Blossom all the time he needs to be able to understand what is going on in this area and how to go about fixing it.
Yeah, it's why I just gave him the information, because over the hours, not
Yeah.
really needing to know, just poking around, being a wizard, you know how to figure things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really... Because I don't really know much about, like, that place, like... Can I do, like, an Arcana roll to see if I kind of have any idea?
You can have a guess. Yeah, I was gonna say you can do an Arcana roll to have a better guess of where it goes to, as it's doing that to sort of the area, and sort of with the Motron thing.
Oh, that dog's breaking my heart. It's so bad for him.
But she's sitting on the other side of the room. I want to give her fusses, but she's sitting on the other side of the room.
Go and put her
That's
on your
because
lap. Get her. Go get her. Pet doggo, this is so sad.
My dog does that. She sits like across the room and she's like, "No, you got to come to me to love me."
Oh no,
I
I've got a
have
cat. I've got a cat, it's easier. He sprawls on my desk.
No, dogs like you to go to them, and it's just like, "But I'm
Yeah.
busy."
Oh no, my cat will be like, oh, you're doing something. Plonk, right in the middle. Forget about it.
There we
Yeah,
go.
look,
That's why I'm glad when I play games like Sea of Thieves and Rust and stuff, because I can get away with using a controller, because then he can lie on the desk, I don't need it.
Oh,
So Arcana check.
14.
It's... You get a feeling that it's a bit of, like... Would you be able to do a religion check? See how much you know about religion? Does anyone want to help with that? Religious guy?
Well, if he offers or asks for my aid, I will be more than happy to. I'm currently overwatching the group. Do you wish for my assistance, Blossom?
Yes.
Roll again. One more. See if you're getting there.
I will take my mind and bestow information accordingly. That was not meant to be advantage, so we'll take the 9. I'll untoggle it.
As he's helping, I'll take the 13.
Oh, we
yeah.
didn't.
I was gonna say I didn't
We
mean
know
to do
nothing.
roll with advantage, like so that was an accident.
With the Motron, like with the Quadrons and things like that, it seems like it would go to the plane of law, but it wouldn't do this kind of thing to the wall of magic. The place it seems to go to seems to be a mix of between that dimension and the plane of magic, where the goddess of
Mistra.
magic Mistra would reside. It seems to be somewhere in the middle pocket. You'd assume a pocket dimension, as neither of them would appreciate this kind of... Like, you would have said that they would not appreciate this kind of messing with their domains.
Well, this explains why standard divination magics do not work. If the princess has been taken to this pocket realm you speak and I theorize of, she's not on this world. She's somewhere further, much, much further. Somewhere where Pella's light even may struggle to reach. We must find
Dudley.
a way to... Dudley, of course, yes. We must find a way to pursue her and get her back, but I fear that if we go, we ourselves may be stuck.
It seems like if you have one of those robots, you can go and come as you please.
But it's making the little fuckers do what you want.
Did you say all the? Did you say all the corpses are disintegrated?
Yes. And
Except for the
after
swords.
a few hours, you've noticed the weapons have just degraded. Literally, like, they crumble, they rot, they've rusted within a few hours.
Are the swords made of the same metals that the Modrons were?
No, when you look over them, they look like what people would have bought, and a couple of them have the king's crest on them that would have been the guards.
Okay. So I was just curious in case they were like made of the same metal, so we could use those as like teleportation.
No, they seem to be gone. It seems like you'll either have to wait for one of those things to come out, as maybe escape.
Right.
Oh, what would you guys like to do?
Well, if given your two abilities, and I point at Dave and Biggers, if what we think is right and that we need more of these creatures, go and see if you can capture some alive in some more traditional traps. They won't be expecting that, I don't suspect. If we can get one wrapped up in a net or chain or anything applicable, we can surely probably use them as a key to this ethereal doorway we are stood by. That is if everything goes to plan. Which it's D&D, it won't.
I'm guessing the other two are making camp. It is with how long you've been spending there and waiting for them to come out and seeing if any of them will turn up. It's getting closer to dusk.
I'm more than happy to procure every the items we need for a camp for the night as a just in case. I feel that getting one of these robots would be the most pressing matter right now. If you two do not mind, that is.
There are wizards at the castle. If you could probably get one, you could probably, maybe, program it. Sort of like your command spell, but more like being able to do that.
The problem is
them.
we're like, what, a week away from the castle? And I don't have I don't have sending.
Well, I've got to say, taking it back.
Yeah.
It seemed like it had to get close to that distortion to be able to be teleported out.
Yeah. But we need one first.
Yeah. So what have you got? So what are you guys doing? At the moment, you've only got the alarm spell in front of it.
Would I be able to use my rope attached to my explorer's pack to rig a trap of some sort? If one of them steps in it catches them? You know,
You
the old
could.
put your foot in it and it pulls you up thing.
Snare.
Yeah,
Make a
yeah.
survival check.
Yeah, because you're on about like bending a reed back like a tree branch attached to a rope in you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not very hidden. You really hope that they just teleport in on it more than being hidden. It seems to be in this sort of semi-clearing. It's a little hard to disguise, but it will work really well.
Dave be able to help me with it if he's willing.
Give you help, you?
I've made the trap. I just need to get a bit more hidden, just in case they're observing.
Just in
Okay.
case they don't teleport away.
What do we need to?
Let's say it's just rolling this. Let's say stealth again, just with advantage if both of you are helping.
Stealth. Survival.
No, he said stealth.
He said stealth again.
Oh.
That's all I
It's sort of disguising, so it's like, yeah, survival / stealth.
It's your call.
Just-
You are the
So I'm gonna go
DM.
with survival, due to the point of it is more you're trying to not make it obvious in the surrounding, more than trying to hide yourself.
got worse that time. I got 13. Liam?
Well, you were doing that at advantage due to one of you helping. So you do hide it a bit. It just looks like it's just a new tree that's grown there, or a vine that's just leaning over. It won't be initially spotted on entry.
That is what we want.
So, what do you guys
I
do
just
after
give
this?
this selfie thumbs up as I say, yeah, I'm done.
You wait for one of these things maybe to come scout out.
There's somewhere there we can like camp, like hide somewhere at site.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Is everyone going to sleep, or is it just one of you
I'd say
staying?
keep watching. Someone stay here and keep watching.
Oh, most
Yes.
certainly.
Can I also set up my tiny hut?
If you'd like.
Yeah. Essentially, that's a fuck you, nothing's going to affect us at the night.
How close to
not
this
there.
thing are you, by the way? Like, are you going
Hmm?
quite far away from it, or are you within X amount of distance from it?
How,
I'd re-
how would kind of be by the tree line, because I can't really see kind of what what it's
For
got.
you to be able to see that guy.
There is zero chance of fitting.
So, 1 second.
I don't think. So 6.
Yeah. We're all medium creatures, so we'll all be able to fit inside. That's not an issue.
I'm a half orc. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're still classed as a medium creature.
You
Unless
get,
it says
you get-
5 foot to well over 6.
Yeah.
I'll just put myself on my height.
The only person who's different is the halfling, who's classed as a small, which is about half of a medium.
No, she can't. They can't come in.
Oh, okay.
They're too small. They're too small.
You can
No,
specify
yeah.
who can and can't come
You
in.
gotta,
No,
you gotta be
children,
this
no.
tall. You gotta be this tall to ride the raid.
I'd like to believe
Oh.
the halfling just kneecaps him with his weapon, the hilt of his weapon, and continues to walk in. No. So you're all just sleeping in the hut while you're there?
No, I'd suggest doing watches. I'd find a hidden place.
I will leave my. I will. So I will leave my owl on watch as well.
Alright. So will you be able to roll a perception for me for the two that are up first?
Who's the first watch?
Well, if you would like, I will take the first one by myself. I find it more relaxing on my own.
Your call.
If I hear anything, I will wake the lot of you, not to worry.
I mean, the owl's got.
Well, I'm
the owl's,
not a deep sleeper, so
Hmm.
don't worry about it.
So, I'll take the first watch.
I'll take the second.
oh, I'm
Okay,
just gonna.
so do perception checks one by one, and I'll see what
Okay.
you see.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh, God.
Despite my +5, doesn't stop me rolling a 3.
This is what you need. Lucky.
You see the night. It's nice. It's relaxing. Nothing really moves. There's just breeze.
Hmm.
The second watch comes.
We're checking that you said day, Dave.
Yep. So, what else have got advantage turned on for some reason? Never get that.
Mine's turned off and it's still doing it.
There we go. Oh,
Ooh.
A 5. That's even worse.
Okay then. Damn, what's
I
that?
did-
Surrounded by blind people.
Like I said, I did say I left my owl up, so I will roll for my owl.
I'm gonna say, or you can give them advantage, which to be honest, that doesn't help in this case.
That doesn't help.
Zach,
really.
No,
Danny might be
Matt.
doing a bit better.
Do
I'm
you
gonna.
have- I'm gonna say, to get it telepathically, I feel you'll have to be awake to get the message, but it could wake you up.
Yeah, so I'm just leaving the owl to watch. I will roll it as persuasion because it's got the same modifier as the owl's perception.
No problem.
Don't owls get advantage as well?
Yep. So that's
15.
15.
Your owl flying back and forth, back to the portal and back, like that area and back. Flies back and forth. 1 second, let me just roll something. misses. It sees one of the small Moltrons, like the little circle one you saw before, come back. Come back, and it misses the traps you set for it, and it sets off your alarm.
Okay,
And just
so
beelines to where you are.
hang on, how loud's alarm? Oh, it would have ended by then. To fair, it's only 8 hours.
I believe alarm is silent, but it goes off in your head.
But yeah, it
You
would.
choose whether the alarm is mental or audible.
Ah.
So he chooses whether he hears it in his head or we all hear it.
Ah, okay.
I think doesn't it last only 8 hours?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
duration
should
eight.
still be enough.
Yeah, this is only the second watch.
Watches usually are about 3 hours each, give or
So
take.
did you do it just as you did, like before you started investigating it, or did you do it afterwards?
I'm gonna say I didn't say I set it again, so technically I've missed out on the chance to do
I
backflip.
was going to say technically it's not there anymore.
Yeah, that's fine.
So your owl starts beelining back, but the Moltron follows. And because of your loud perception, you see the owl coming back and you go, "Ooh, owl!" As you don't see the Moltron running straight towards the tiny hut. When it reaches you, though, I'm going to say the owl goes in to wake you up. And just before it can wake you up, I'd like the person on watch to make a wisdom save for me.
That was still Liam's watch, I believe.
So, make a wisdom save
No,
for
it's
me.
not my watch.
No, was your watch you were on second watch?
Yeah, because the owl
Yep.
was just constantly giving him while Blake was resting.
Wisdom
What the
save
hell
for
do you
me.
know?
Blossom was great.
Is that?
Can the owl make a wisdom save for me as well?
Is it a magical thing?
Yes, it's a magical thing that's about to happen.
I will say, does it destroy the dome?
No, it wouldn't destroy the dome.
Because magic can't get through the dome.
Yeah, nothing can penetrate.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
This Moltron is carrying a scroll of planar travel, which I believe is an area effect of teleport this area to somewhere else.
It's gonna try and teleport us all.
I don't know how, if it would just contradict each other and just move the entire orb of tiny hut.
Because a 10-foot radius, immobile dome of force springs to existence surrounding above you and remains stationary for the duration the spell ends and if you leave this area. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside. The spell fails if a larger creature or more than 9 enter. Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside is comfortable. Blah blah blah. That's more fluffy bits.
Technically, the scroll wouldn't be going through it; it'd just be going around it.
Yeah.
Like a claw picking it up.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just
it's
reading
DM's
it
call.
for him to give a call, but yeah,
It's DM's call.
in
but
theory wouldn't go through. But we could go out to it if need be.
I'm gonna say it goes off. None of the wisdom saves go off then. It goes off and the Moltron vanishes again, but you don't go anywhere. Like nothing happens. It just literally runs right up to the edge of the dome, hits the dome, and then a flash happens, and then it's not there anymore. I've got to say the dome would probably ripple, like with trying to stay where it is, and this magic trying to rip it to somewhere else. There is a literal like boom inside of the hut.
Enough to wake us up?
Yeah, definitely.
What was that?
I'll just maybe jump up, grab my axe, like, what the hell?
I cast light on my chest plate and just light emanates around us.
I've got night vision, I'm good. I'll just jump up, hand on my axe, ready to go for summer.
What was that?
Dave, what was that?
He's on what?
You can see the Voltron. He saw the owl fly towards it and then into the dome.
would the owl
Dave.
notice? Would the
It,
It would tell you that a Moltron came out and followed it back to the hut.
I don't think David is sick with that description.
Literally, it saw a Moltron. The Moltron followed it to you. Like, the creature followed it to where you were. And then the creature vanished. With a loud noise.
guys? One of the Decepticons came and it made a boom boom.
Okay, where is it?
It vanished apparently.
Curious.
With a very loud boom.
I'm gonna say, still like half asleep. It's like just trying to piece it together.
I'm fully alert and ready to fight. That's just the barbarian.
Okay, if everyone's being trying to be perceptive, can you be perceptive for me?
Please, I will. Nug Liam.
there we go.
Yeah, I'm awake, but okay. Now you're showing up, Dan.
A crit, yay!
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
I mean, the guy who's half asleep got the nat 20 section.
Mate, my eyes
The
are like
guy-
a hawk.
The guy awake and alert can't see him.
To get better wisdom. Not my fault.
My wisdom's 12.
My wisdom's 20.
I'm a barbarian. I don't
I've
need
maxed
wisdom.
Because it's my spell DC. My
I could
spell
have maxed out
cast.
my strength, but then I wouldn't have had my luck out. I thought lucky could be more.
I'm gonna say,
A nat 20, modified 20, and a 10.
I'm gonna say the two 20s, you see in the distance, coming from where the portal was, is this glowing little like green eye, running straight towards you at full pelt. It is carrying a scroll.
I'm guessing that avoided the traps as well.
Huh.
I rolled it again. And it was like, damn.
Just had a question.
I gave it a 1d4 and it's not hit the one
The
yet.
partial sleep we've had, does that count as a long rest or is it not long enough?
I'd say it's only
I'd say
two against a short rest.
A short rest. So I'll use some hit dice in a second.
I'm gonna say it's only been 4 hours.
So this is part way through second, watch this happen.
I kind of want to hit it, but I kind of want to see what it does.
Couldn't you quickly open the door and cast that freeze thing on it?
I
Or
could.
because he still wouldn't be able to get into the tent, would he?
I could, but I can only do one more level 3 spell, unless I use higher levels.
It's getting closer.
Shit.
The ground.
What's Dave doing while this is going on?
I'm just getting ready to fight just in case.
It doesn't specify, Sam, but if I cast Banish on something, would everything it's holding be banished with it, or would it drop the scroll?
I see it as it's because it's holding it, it goes with it. Because
Shit.
it takes that creature away.
Fuck. Guys, what do we do?
I
That creature's coming towards us.
5,
could throw a hand axe, try and make it stop for a second.
4,
Do
3.
it.
I'll throw one of my hand axes just in front of where it's going to try and stop it, see what it does.
Okay, throw your hand axe.
I'm definitely using a lucky point on that.
Whoosh.
I'm gonna say
Gone.
you miss. It's got an 11.
I'm gonna quickly use.
I'm gonna lucky on it.
Okay then, you hit
That's
it.
one lucky point.
It still goes off, and the dome booms again. The creature, literally, as it hit the creature, it got into range, and the spell went off. But you saw the creature fade, turn to dust just before.
So they seem to be sending wave after wave of these trying to get us. Because of that one that got away.
So,
What happened to my axe?
I'm gonna
I'd have
say,
gone with it.
the axe is gone.
Good thing I get 2 hand axes, so I got one.
Would we recognise what they did as a teleport rather than like a explosion?
I'd say an Arcana check because it's very loud and it's instantaneous.
Okay.
You sort of go,
So I'm guessing you'd be there ready just in case my axe. So you'd assume what happened.
Oh, 19.
You?
Believing how the hut works and probably them trying to teleport you somewhere. The boom is from the magic literally rippling off each other as the one saying I'm not going anywhere and the other one's going we're going somewhere. And literally they're just going to keep literally that's what it is. It's teleporting them somewhere.
I will do another silent prayer to see if I can gain any insight. Essentially along the lines of trying to ask, if we allow them to teleport us, is this the right path we are taking?
Because remember, this hut's only going to last another 4 hours.
But he can start to cast a new one inside it.
If he's got another small crystal bead.
The feeling you get back is that of the unknown is always a worry, but the wild is always fluctuating. The unknown is always what you need to seek.
Given that we believe the princess was taken by these creatures teleporting, it sounds ridiculous and
And the
heinous,
green light starts coming from the distance.
but do we allow them to take us? Maybe see if we can find her and get her home from the other side.
I don't know why this is going on. I'm sat on the floor sad because I've lost my axe.
It's very dangerous, but
Could I get the axe back?
if we go to the same place as the last one, then yes, I believe we most certainly could.
Lucky axe. Back.
Blossom, Dave, what are your thoughts?
Dave's still outside the tent room.
Yeah,
What they
sound can pass through.
Seems a bit shady.
It reaches the tree line, it's continuing to come towards you.
But sure, let's spread the word of my commune to the other side.
I will step outside of the dome and meet the Modron head on.
I shall we all go.
So you're all leaving the hut, just two of you.
Well, if Blossom leaves the hut cancels, because he's the one who cast it.
So has Blossom left?
Oh, go on then.
Dave, are you coming with us?
It stops. If you're willing to go, you don't have to make a wisdom save, but if you don't want to go, make a wisdom save.
I am forfeiting the save.
Okay.
Oh, perfect save.
You know what? I'm just gonna see how badly I roll for this save.
You're
You're gonna pass it.
He's going to pass this and be stuck here while we go.
No, no, roll terrible for wisdom saves for
Don't
bugger
worry,
to go.
there'll be more Modrons, just keep trying.
No, told
You're
you.
coming with us.
One of us.
Yeah, you feel your consciousness sort of like you go, I'm not going anywhere, and it still yanks you along.
It's like, I'm like, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. Okay, we've gone.
So,
Don't worry.
everyone going?
Yes.
Okay then.
I don't think so.
Teleport, the whole world shifts, and you end up
Don't know.
And we're all dead.
GG, guys.
Oh, well,
What? Huh?
in a small white room. All the walls seem
Guys?
to be this white stone, all the way from the floor, all the walls. The two black parts seem like doors. They have like sort of symbols on them, going all the way around.
No, guys,
And the room seems
is
to be
this heaven?
from somewhere. You don't quite know where the light's coming from.
Well, there's no tables full of butt balls, so this ain't my heaven.
Well, we're definitely not in Kansas anymore.
So it's either heaven or psychiatric hospital. Where do you think we're at?
My heaven would be tables and tables of mead and fellow warrior, so
Okay, it's psychiatric hospital, so we gotta find a way to escape.
So a voice booms through and goes, "Hello, and welcome to the Magical Item Installation. You are part of the Magical Item Testing Initiative. Please move to the next room."
Do we get free things? Or do we die?
Which door?
Do any-
It does not reply. The door to the right glows, all the symbols, and then the door seems to push out and then slide into the walls.
Before it vanishes, do I recognise any of the symbols on it?
Do you read Moltron?
No.
So
Mm,
no. So no.
Hello there, Dean.
I do
But
not
did-
like
Do you
this.
notice Modron that sent you isn't here?
Weapons free.
Just a quick question: was the voice in like common or Moltron?
In common.
Did it say
very-
male,
a very-
female, robotic?
Robotic female-ish voice. You can't really tell with a robotic if
It's
it's
fucking
female.
Portal, innit? It's the woman from
GLaDOS.
GLaDOS. Oh
Oh,
no.
I've just clicked as well.
The cake is a lie, and this is
Protected.
bullshit.
Remember, do not go on the moving
Oh
forward. yeah.
no. I will cautiously approach the glowing door, but I do not like this.
Which door's the glowing door?
The right one, I think he said.
Yeah, the right door.
This one.
So do you head towards the door?
I'm
Yeah.
waiting my axe and my hand's ready just in case. Dave, are you sitting in the corner? You come. Let's go.
That's a long room.
Yeah. I'm getting fucking Resident Evil vibes here. Please don't lasers come.
So, the room opens, and again, it's that weird light is everywhere, but there's no light source. And there's just this room all the way down, filled with. The only difference is that all the squares made of this stone all have tiny little holes in them.
Definitely getting that vibe.
Are they big enough holes to maybe shoot projectiles through?
Not quite. It seems like they'd either be very small, sort of cactus pin needle sized projectiles, but it seems like something else comes through them. To know what, you'd have to do more closer look at them.
In
First,
my back...
simple dexterity test. The faster you are, the less hurt you will be. Please make your way to the other side of the room.
I made my dumb stat fucking dexterity. Fuck!
I am so glad I did.
My dex is
My-
something's 13.
Okay.
My intelligence is my dump stat.
As a test, what I want to do is if I take
The
the
door slams shut behind you.
I take the shield I've got and kind of hold it out towards the holes, does it shoot out?
Can you ping which one you do this to?
I'll go
Oh,
to the
good
left
call.
side, because I'm on the left side here, and literally I've got the shield, and I'll hold the buckler at the top, and I'll slowly edge it out ahead of me, just to kind of see how the holes react.
How far down the corridor are these holes? Are they from where we start or the point?
They're all in this room, like every single
Single wall, even where we are.
floor. There doesn't seem to be, from a quick glance that you would be doing, there isn't anything that would indicate what comes out of them, where they come out of, or if there's any difference between them.
So basically every single tile is covered.
Yeah, you'd have to probably make an investigation check, or I'd say maybe a survival check, but it'd be a push.
Does it react at all if I put the shield out?
Which tile have you reached at this point?
I'm literally holding it dead ahead of me, and if there's no reaction, I will
You're
step
holding it
forward.
towards that tile.
Yeah, essentially, I'm holding the shield outwards to the square in front of me. I'm not like equipping
Holding the
it.
jacket out to see what
I'm
happens.
not equipping it fully. I'm literally holding the top of it and using it as like a tray to see how it reacts. I will literally go until there is a reaction.
You'll keep going 5 feet till there's a reaction.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'll stay with the same level.
Okay then.
Yep.
You get to there, and you hear a very high-pitched voice go, "Hello, and then there's suddenly a blast of fire. Make a dexterity save.
Is that all of us or just 30?
Shite. Just me.
Oh yeah.
Wow, with a -1, I'll take it.
That's not bad.
No.
You actually make the save. You hear hello, see everything glow through all the little dots, and then it all just go as you jump back. It all just literally
okay.
a wall of fire right in front of you.
Yeah, the second I realise that these aren't like needles or bolts, fuck that, I'm just going to go into a full dash and start just going for it. The second the flames dissipate, just go.
Okay, so as soon as it dissipates, go.
Yeah, so essentially, as it's a per turn thing, use movement, dash.
I'm going to say, it was virtually...
I can get to bloody there.
It was like, as you put the buckler on it and you missed it, you think is literally because you put the buckler over it first, you activated it, and because you could see that split second...
That's what saved me.
You've saved yourself with that. It literally happens instantaneously as soon as you go past the point.
Yeah. So yeah, the second the flames die down, I'll then go into a sprint. Bearing in mind I'm wearing chainmail. Chainmail's heavy. It's like 70 pounds.
Okay then.
I'll do my best.
No, I can just peg it and just be stupidly close to the door.
Take yourself as far as you can go and I'll tell you where to
Yeah. So
stop.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash. 5, 10...
Make a dex save.
No.
I don't think this is going to hurt.
With this one, it's high pressure water strikes you from one side, flinging you into the other side wall.
Does that impede my movement as well as pain?
I'm guessing it's going to stop you in your track.
It reduces you to 0. You can either carry on moving and take full damage, or take half and not move.
I'll keep running.
See what damage. Yeah.
15, so that's 15, 20, 25, 30, so I can get to there. I'll take the full damage. Pella will bless me with heals. Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, this thing's nasty.
Me seeing that, I'm just deciding, fuck it, I'm just going to start sprinting.
Oh.
That's why I offered half.
Yeah, I didn't realise how painful it was going to be.
It's high pressure water that can slam you into a wall. It's bludgeoning
No.
damage. So if you reduce bludgeoning damage, go for it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Would I be able to use my rage before starting to sprint? Or
You
not,
could.
because we're not in combat.
The issue is, unless you get hit or make an attack, your rage will dissipate. So say if you pass the save, it's just a waste of a rage. It's up to you
Yeah,
if you
but
still want to use
if
it.
I fail the save, it's bludgeoning damage on resistance to that.
Oh no, it's a very
you're
fair
That's what
point.
I'm thinking.
If your dump stat is dex, do rage because you're most likely going to be hit by it.
My dex is
not.
13.
If not, I'd say don't.
It's your
But
call. If you want to rage, do it. I'm just giving you an
What can I
option.
get? 10, 20, 30, 6. I can get to there, just full speed. I'm just going to start sprinting. There we go.
Just to point out,
Dex save.
I will follow 2 squares behind him the entirety of the way he goes.
I know what you're playing at, you cheeky fucker. The
You have
reset
to-
timer.
20.
You have dex with advantage?
It says on normal, it's doing the glitch thing.
I mean,
Oh,
Blossom, who's forward.
Stuart, you're a barbarian, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you can see it, you gain advantage as a barbarian.
Oh, the danger
You'll
sense.
probably know where the 2 just went off, though,
Fucking
wouldn't he?
You
Yeah.
have advantage because of danger sense.
If it's a dex save and you can see what's producing it, which you were able to,
Which I've seen you, where it come from with you.
you gain advantage on the dexterity
No.
save.
You know the same when you know the war 20 another one, I don't think you'd.
Yeah, I'll end up getting straight past Danny, but I can
Well,
get
no,
advantage on the
even if
first.
he only sees it for a split second beforehand, he'll still get the advantage if he can see
Oh.
it at all. If it's invisible or like blindsided him, that's different.
Where it's going to be at my size.
So yeah, you'll get advantage. So the advantage is fine. So you get a 20.
So that's 10 foot. I'm
You-
assuming I dodge the fire.
You passed the first one, yeah, the fire. Blossom,
And
did you pass it with your advantage of being able to see it coming before?
Yeah, I'd forgotten about danger sense. It's great.
I'm loving the barbarian. If I would do a proper campaign, I'm doing the barbarian.
Fair enough.
Do you
Fuck the hunter.
want to do a dex save for me? with advantage because you're behind the dude with danger sense.
Yeah, I can be literally like split second warning before it
Hang
comes up to him. And Liam's
Sorry,
going to be seeing all this, so he'll see it as well.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm just.
Dex save, please.
I can all this in one turn. That's the thing.
How was that, Liam?
I can all this in one turn.
Hey!
I can dash. I can. If I don't use my action, I can dash for my
eagle
action.
thing, yeah.
And my
Do so.
eagle, if I rage, I get a bonus action to dash.
Oh shit, yeah.
So I
Do
get
it.
triple.
God
Do it.
damn it.
I'm a speedy
You
boy.
want me to keep going on ahead so you get warning on most of the traps coming up?
So,
Sorry, did you say with it? Sorry, I can't hear very well. Did you say with advantage or not?
yes, because you're running right behind him, you see the...
I know, I'm letting him get a bit ahead, so like I'll wait for him to like move on 2 steps and then I'll go.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you're
I'll move
right
2
behind him,
steps
so
past
using
the
him
fire.
as a... Yeah, he passed the fire, you have advantage
I've
on.
just gone past fire and I've like, watch out, fire.
Oh, I would wait. I'd do a different step to that one.
He passed.
You know, what I'm saying is if there's a fire here,
Yeah, we've only just gone off with me. It might take a while to reset, we don't.
I'm gonna
If
say,
you
if
get past
you
quick, you might have the advantage again past.
a jet of fire and then goes... Same with the water, it seems to blast into the wall and then stop and then drain through the holes away.
That's it. If we get through this in quick succession, people near the back should be safe, in theory.
no.
Oh.
So where's the first trap? Sorry, so I was following him. So is it there?
That's the first trap there.
That one, yeah.
Just behind you.
So there.
Yeah, that's the first.
12 fire damage.
That's
Host there.
It's sort of... You go through it following him, but because you're 3 steps behind, it just hits you straight up, like, directly instead. Would you like to go, Dave? Or, 1 minute, have you finished your movement?
Me, no way.
No, go on then, because I was waiting for...
So then 20, another 10 feet, anything?
Dex save!
$19.
You pass it again, seeing how the water slammed him into the wall, it sort of hits head first, then pushes you down towards the wall. You sort of tumble roll under it, dodging it completely.
Okay, 30 feet. So move forward again. Anything?
Nope,
Another 10.
nope.
So that's... My mouse is going up.
Hey.
That's 5. I can move another 10, so I've got 80 foot movement if I'm dashing.
You're still fine.
Anything there? Thing. That's as far as I can go.
And Dex save.
No, I don't.
No, you got a 19 to do? Remember, it's advantage.
Oh yeah, so the advantage on trap.
Danger sense.
So what did I dodge that time?
The ceiling goes to just literally slam down on top of you. And you literally, as you step over, you see it coming down, and you literally push yourself back before you hit it, before it hits.
So I dodge backward.
Given that I saw that in front of me happen, does it have a
You may-
reset timer? What is there a time in which it's resetting?
It seems to just be the whole ceiling just falls straight, and there seems to just be another ceiling right above it. Like it didn't actually fall,
Oh.
even though you can see it falling.
Oh, that's shit.
It could be like an illusion or something, maybe.
Yeah, you test that theory out.
Magic.
Go testing.
Well, we've got a squishy wizard coming up behind
But
me.
go on, Dave. Clear the room.
Oh,
Oh,
Go
yeah,
on.
No,
Blossom to finish
I
it,
didn't-
maybe.
Oh shit, yeah, Blossom.
He was moving just behind me.
sorry. I'll hold up for a second.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
Blossom's gonna finish his
Come on, Blossom.
Your movement.
hang on.
You've just seen me dodge all these traps.
Okay, so can you just draw dots on the spaces where the traps were? Sorry, because everybody's talking and I can't quite remember what's
There's the
happening.
one there.
So there's one that I'm on, yeah. So I'll move one forward.
So I've lost my...
Thank you. Sorry, it's just everybody keeps talking. I just can't.
That's
really
squares.
focus. Okay, that's fine. So I will move to there, and then I will. You know what? So I've seen where it's happened. So I will then cast.
Misty Step.
Yeah.
Where
Clever
do you miss
girl.
step 2?
So we got me and Liam with danger sensing with Misty Step.
I will say
Yeah,
each
stumbling
square
behind.
is 5 foot. I'm gonna say all my squares are 5 feet.
Yeah. So that's.
You
Right.
teleport up to 30 feet.
So I was right.
You could end up right behind me. There.
Hello.
So you
So-
could just dodge spells with that.
Mega dash.
So I'm gonna
Look
put
at
the
This is where Liam's just going to dust us.
So are you gonna make it right to the end with your dashes?
Yeah, I'll just make it to right here, yeah.
If you
Okay.
just
I'll need 4 deck saves.
only
All with advantage.
Oh, yeah, all with
with the
it.
danger sense.
Oh yeah, you have danger
Don't
sense.
let
don't
me-
you? Ah,
He's a barbarian.
Double barbarian.
Ah,
And the fact he's seen him as
don't,
well.
give me a
so that-
second. The thing's been a bit of a pain.
Because he's already seen the first 3 traps, would he get anything else on there?
No.
No.
The jets shoot up just as you reach them. You sort of put your head to go forward, and you just get full.
Oh.
Well, there's one dodge. First one hit, second one
Gonna
dodge.
get hurt. That could be worse. What type of damage is that? Is it,
Fire.
well, yeah, I don't get resistance to that.
You
That's
dodge.
basically weapons we've got to go for.
I'm gonna say you dodge the water the same as your comrade. You literally tumble roll under the water before
He's a
it.
halfling, so it's easier for him.
Yeah, you sort of just run under it. Just it wasn't expected for creatures of your size. You just keep running, and it just splashes over.
Dodge.
21.
You then skid under the other one. Sort of as it falls, with your height, you're able to just skid under it and make it to the other side. Final deck saving throw.
Ooh, yeah.
One more, come on, move.
You hear electric as you reach it, and you're like, "Yes, I've made it all the way through." You suddenly hear an electrical charge.
No.
Oh god, if this ever sends him back to shocks him back to the
And then a sudden shock of lightning comes across, like from all 4 points of the room.
Oh dear.
It's all gone wrong.
Liam's going to hell.
I blame Stuart.
Why me?
You're too slow.
80 foot is slow.
Okay. So 13 damage. I'm still looking
Strike
okay,
you,
I
and
think.
you reach the door, which then the glyphs open. And she goes, "Congratulations, you are the dexiest creature in the land."
Yay!
So
Oh,
which squares was the lightning? Sorry.
Right,
Thank
I think
you.
he said it was the door. Oh no, it's just before
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say, the door's opened to the same room you just left.
Wait, what?
Like the room you left prior, it looks like the exact same room.
The square room.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Has this door opening done anything to the traps, or can't we tell?
You can't tell. There wasn't anything that said they were disarmed or turned off.
Ah,
Shite.
well, you should tag it to the door again so you guys see what's coming again.
For goodness sake, I'm gonna say you could challenge this crush one. I'm gonna say you could challenge its crushing power.
Do I really want to risk that? And I'm probably almost as tall as it.
Right. Shite. Right. Shite.
I think so. You know, I'm saying that I'm going to step to there and brace myself. See if I can support these things. These two can run and do it safely.
Okay, if you fail the dexterity throw, I want you to make athletics or just a straight strength against its crushing.
Athletics or
Athletics or just a straight strength.
athletics. Why is that still going with advantage?
Click advantage and then click on back on normal. It might just be it might have stayed on advantage which showed you normal, but we'll take the left
Well,
one
I clicked
anyway.
I clicked onto disadvantage and normal.
Yeah.
As this thing comes down, you literally just push up at the right time, and it literally just stops, and you hear whirring of sort of gears that are not there. From where the noise is coming from, it seems like gears that are moving and trying to push it down.
Can I take the opportunity to jump through as he's holding
That's
it?
why I'm holding it for you and Blossom
You
to get.
would have to get through having to make the deck save.
Say that
But
again.
you two will be able to just literally walk through.
Yeah, that's what I
Because
was hoping. Just like
That's
quick
why
to
I'm
go.
doing that for you two to get through.
You'll be able to walk
Thanks,
through.
Dickie.
And I will cast as I go past on Biggest guidance as a cantrip to give him an extra D4 on an ability check to try and help him muscle his way through as he comes past, because I wasn't quite expecting him to do that.
As I'm holding this, can I feel it still trying to push down, or is it stopped, or what?
It's still pushing down on you. It's still trying to finish the crush.
Then you're going to move from there.
So as you go, it depends on how you move. I'd say do a sleight of hand to see how well you can sort of maneuver yourself away to the side and then sort of move yourself to dodge out of the way.
You'll get an extra D4 because of guidance.
Yep. And I'd say you'd have advantage.
'Cause
D4 on top of it.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't do it before was because I thought he was doing a save, and it only works for checks.
Oh no, my plan was to try and hold this thing up.
Yep. So
So,
Okay, so-
sleight of
Yep.
hand, you said?
I'd say knowing where it's going to go, I'll give you that plus that guidance for the point that you know where it's going to fall and how quickly it's going to fall.
My sleight of hand. The D4.
You don't need it. You literally push yourself out in just the right timing to have it just slam and hit the ground. So,
Guys, we got it.
for one, who's got net long then?
me.
I'm not wearing armour.
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh crap,
suck.
I've got my grey attack.
Then you weapon.
I'm wearing chainmail too. I'm literally covered in metal.
I have an axe that's bigger than you.
I have a metal weapon.
So,
I'm a wizard. I can't have metal.
who wants to go first?
Need to go first. So I'll go first.
Seeing you guys hesitate, the voiceover thing goes, "This is a dexterity test. The faster you are, the faster you'll be."
So I'll go first.
Dexterity.
Good.
You get hit by the lightning.
Zap.
God damn.
I'm tempted to use a lucky point. I've only got 2 left and we don't know how long it is. Fighting off that. I'll take the damage.
Feels like you're resistant to lightning damage.
I said I'll
That's a
take the
lot of damage.
Pella,
18A a lot when I've got 85 health.
Pella, please guide my soul as I venture forth. I will go.
Dex saving throw.
Would he have advantage because I've just gone through it?
Oh no!
Oh, this could hurt.
Yeah, that's gonna
You
suck.
do have advantage because you know where.
Oh.
No, because you've just seen me
Oh,
and
thank fuck for that.
Dave go through it.
Yeah, but I still get a -1.
No, but I still get to that.
He's really committed to that lightning damage.
You really
Yeah.
want that chainmail lit up, don't you?
You make it through, but the lightning seems to arc with your armor and just hit you.
Yeah. Yeah. Motherfucker. Oh! Okay.
Wow. I get near max damage, you get near min damage.
Yeah, I know, but with the water damage I took earlier there, I'm down to 29. I'm down 30 hit points.
Come on, then. So, go on, Blossom. Finish
That's
my
a
day.
thought.
Oh.
I was looking at I've just had a thought, but it's a bit too late. Could I have used my axe as a conduit for it? Where it's a bit like...
You couldn't find your back.
Is Big and smart enough to think of that, Stu?
Probably not with intelligence.
You believe that because yeah, Wilfred was taking the light, like sort of it struck her, that one instead. You were able to get past as the lightning seemed to get drawn to them, and the door is open, ready for you to move into that room again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first damage attack of the whole one is a trap.
Well done. You've completed test 1.
Yeah.
Once you complete the tests, well, your freedom is assured, and anything you ask will be received. So, complete the next task, and you will be closer to the end.
How many tests are there?
There is no response.
Fuck. I will cast some healing on myself. I am going
You
to...
need to pick up that healing potion.
Actually, yeah, I'll just use the healing potion.
Save your spell slots when you
Yep,
need
no,
them.
great call. So 2d4 plus 2. I heal 8. That's not bad. That was a really good shout. I forgot about
the
that.
sky. Is there a time limit for these, or can we have like a rest like 6 hour rest in the middle?
Well, we all have, if we've still got our bags with us, we've got bedrolls.
I'm going to say that it doesn't sit. I've got to say, all that happened is that the voice loops back round every 10-20 minutes.
The princess is...
We're not having a rest.
The quicker we are, the princess might be hurt. We need to push on. It hurts, but I will make sure that we will make it out. Trust me, and trust in Pella and his light.
Did you say his lies?
His light.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
just
be
in Callahan, his lies.
No, trust in his light.
Oh, listen, that's truth.
Do you say this out loud?
I'm saying it to Blossom, who wants to take a rest.
In the back.
Oh, I didn't say I was taking a rest. I was saying, like, can we at some point?
Odd. There's a slight that sort of like you swear you hear the robot change its voice slightly, and it scoffs.
So the robot's not religious.
Can I insight that to try and... What part was it scoffing at? Was it mentioning the princess, mentioning Pella?
Go on then.
Insight the random ominous voice. Away!
That's right. So you make rolls like this fun, but when you have to try and dodge stuff,
Yeah.
Check. You believe it was scoffing at the thing of Paola's light will.
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
You tell-
don't believe in God.
You also tell from the voices after that, there's a more sarcastic tone.
Great.
Like,
We're
it's
dealing
very
with atheists.
thing of. It's that thing of. It's more that thing of. The robot's only repeating this like it's reading a script. It's not doing it like a message that you've
It's not
seen.
pre-recorded.
I'm gonna say it's not like Artificer's trinkets that repeat the same message over and over and over again. It's doing this willingly.
It's not pre-recorded, it's someone sat there with a microphone.
Right there, yeah.
It's like at the theme park when they do like the themed road.
Tannoy.
It's like, walk to the next room. I'm tired of my day, but carry on.
It's a tannoy system at the end of the day. But no,
Yeah.
I explained that, like, no, we need to push on, and I and Pella's light will guide us.
Let's
The
do
robot's
this.
just a
I'm
dick.
get to the door ready to just carry on. I'm ready to keep plugging through this.
Oh no, I think he just ran in.
211.
Why is he upside down?
Because he's just Leroyed.
No.
Do you have chicken, though?
Okay.
Oh.
There's a different.
Okay, stay away from the bubble. That's my first reaction.
We'll test your intelligence.
Oh,
How well can you praise?
Hey!
How well can you
Well,
are?
oh wow, maze that you can't see. Meet your new meet your other test subjects as parts of the wall move back, and these swarms of mechanical piranha, you would say, come spewing out of the walls.
Blossom,
Yeah.
do you have any spells that would create a mist or a fog to help guide and track the walls?
The answer to that one is
Anything you
Yes.
feel that would make a
detect
mist or a
Maybe
fog?
detect magic if there was a magical.
That only lasts for a small amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
I do have it, but...
10 minutes.
Oh, is it 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then. I'll do that.
Yeah,
I
you
will
start with-
cast Detect Magic. I can
To see if
sense...
you can see the walls.
Yeah, so essentially, I will sense the presence of the magical walls and literally be able to pick the route out.
Yep. I don't know how
Are the walls
to
magical?
share it with you. Do you want me to just share the walls?
Please.
As you-
Yeah.
Because it's anything within a 30 feet of me, and I'll be able to see the aura of it, so I can say, wall there, and I will be pointing it out as we go. And with 10 minutes, I'd imagine that's more than enough time. And where is it we've got to go? Down here? Or to
I'm assuming
that?
the door.
It's a trap!
So are these walls all still see-through? Oh, obviously they're see-through.
Yeah, they're all still see-through. but
I'm
obviously
pointing them out.
These things don't look friendly because the guy you could see that was dead near the door, the nearest piranha just literally pick him up and literally just start tearing the flesh off of his bones.
So have we got to get to this chest here, or to the door?
All she said was escape.
Well, I instruct the people to come east, away from the one in the south, because I can see there's pathings here.
We'll do an initiative of you guys, then the creatures, and if you come across them, we'll then
Yeah.
do fight
Okay.
and
Doggo, no!
It's
Don't
better than
be
last
sad.
time. Even
Are we
though
doing like are we doing a group
we've both
initiative?
done
Or
that
just
and he
like
hasn't done
each?
anything yet.
No, it was just you guys first, then these things.
Oh.
Go.
Oh no, that's okay because everybody else is rolling.
Because
Okay.
I don't realise I managed to initiative. I forgot about that.
What?
So just move you guys in the order that you'd be
15,
walking in.
20. Well, I'd imagine because I'm at the front, because I'm...
I'd say you can.
No, I'm telling you where the walls are. So you guys need to be behind me.
Shall we do a bit of a tiny dash?
Keep up your power.
Why is that not showing up?
That's 60 foot of movement. That's as far as I can go.
Got to say.
Well, I can go up to 20 patches. I'll get slightly ahead. But you're guiding
Yeah.
the wall, so I can't.
What is this here?
It's just, it seems like just a chest.
Okay.
I'm guessing when you get
It's a
close.
mimic.
No, I'm not bothering with it. We would need to escape and that's it. Forget
Yeah, but as
looting.
we get close to it, if you detect magic, you'll be able to pick it up without getting close to it, won't they? The radius.
Yeah, but I still have to go around the walls. It's not worth it.
Yeah, by the time we get to like there, we'll be able to tell if it was a trap or not. I'm not saying if it isn't, go back.
So I've moved as much as I can.
So
We
that's
just
far.
we just bring your max speed.
Yeah, because I'm the slowest person in the party. Blossom's the same speed and the barbarians are faster, so everyone
that
has the
depends
ability
on
to keep
moving.
up with me.
Good.
Yeah, but the problem is you can't see the walls. I'm the only one who can.
Hasn't Blossom got detect magic, or did they already use it?
No, I'm just leaving you guys to it. I'm saving my stuff so in case we need them later.
Yeah, and burn the healer's spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been more sense you doing the detect magic and healing it to heal.
You see these creatures, they sort of don't seem to see the walls, and they literally, so you see you get close, slam up against the wall, and you see the wall bounce magic back at them, damaging them.
Ooh.
So we could just stop here and them two there would potentially kill themselves.
Just
Oh, this one here coming.
Then we got that one's advanced.
Hold on.
So, you guys may move.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh, I didn't know you could use the arrow keys to that.
30. There we go. That's a dash.
Well, there you
Behind
go.
you.
Didn't know you could do that.
And they
either.
just teleport to us.
I'm not, it can be started to be, don't worry.
Again, the one next to you stops and
I'm
literally just
listening.
tries to slam the wall.
So if we did
Can
it,
I-
so essentially bait that one away and get stuff to dash.
Just a quick one. Can I, as we're walking past them, can I kind of tell any more what they are?
They're piranhas. Mechanical piranhas.
Is that like? I mean, is that like what they're?
You'd seem they're like they are literally like metal piranhas, but there seems to be an organicness to them. Like they are mechanical because there's just metal parts that look and with geary ends, but the way that you've seen the other ones eat and everything else, they seem to be like they're there, like they're actually living creatures, not just robots that have been programmed or a device that's been made.
Terrifying.
No, I just meant I'd actually just call mechanical piranhas. I just want to say it like a real name.
They've probably got a name, but we don't know, do we?
60 foot. And that one's
Is it back to me, Sam?
Yes, it is.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Do you want me to head to there in case that one tries to intercept
If you want to
them?
do it, yeah. But if that's the case, I could, instead of doing that, go from there to there.
And then I'll just move there.
Yeah.
Them two behind that thing comes up.
And now we'll move
It will
behind.
taste the Brooklyn rage. There I am.
Sam just watches his mace go to pot.
Detect magic is just massive.
It's like you guys to go, I want to go here, and you go, force damage. As you go to go, I go there, force damage.
I remembered the Blossom had got detect magic. I didn't know Danny had took it as well.
Yeah. I went full support and healer. Like, all my spells, apart from, like, 4, are all support and heal.
Because in Koto, it says you can do that thing where you use magic. So I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah. I've even got Dispel Magic if need be, but I don't think it's a high enough level.
I got my whole plan intercept that one robot. Liam's had to get in the way.
Because
Well.
I just did
How much health have you got, Liam?
49.
I got like 60 odd. That's what I was going to do, because I'm literally
You didn't do it quick enough though.
That's why I stopped there and he moved forward so I could intercept it.
I don't know where the
declare
walls
this.
are now, do I?
If they were tracking you the first time, just drop dead due to the point of just being slamming themselves against that the wall so much.
Huh.
You see them just get buckled in, just launched up against the wall. They're
I'm
like a
guessing,
giant wall.
that's going to start happening to that one soon.
Yeah, soon. It's still eating that guy, which you notice the armor and stuff. It's one of the guards.
Oh, no.
Oh, I have a bad feeling.
The one that goes
I have a bad feeling about it.
full health. Are you at full HP?
No.
So I get advantage with these.
Ah.
Missing what? Actually, no, he is. No, he took fire. He took damage last
did.
time, didn't he? In the chat room.
Also enter your space. So if your person wants to attack, you're gonna have to make a dex save against their. You hope that they don't hit above your AC and below, like above theirs but below yours.
Would that have been able to get to me if Liam wasn't in the way then?
Mama, I think one due.
Does that hit you? Well, we don't have to do it at advantage. I need to roll one more.
I'm not.
It
I
hasn't
don't know
come
about
up.
the others, but I ain't seen
You
them.
come with me.
Bit like, but we couldn't really stay
Tracy,
back when I was up there and have it bounced.
what Tracy, Liam?
I'm done. It is
Uh-oh.
15.
How are you 15 out?
So that
You're
hit
high tech.
1 second.
Gone. Damage lane was just took.
Damn.
That's half down.
No, 1 second. No, that 13 for some reason. I don't know why it's 13 because it's 4d6.
Oh shit, yeah.
So I don't know why it's done that, but I'll count that as a 2 as an average. So it's 6, 8, 13. And it's
Okay.
I didn't even notice that.
damage.
Okay.
And you guys can go from there.
I'm out. Fuck that noise.
Oh.
Actually, before I leave, I'm going to spend my action to cast Sacred Flame on the piranhas, and that specifically targets them only. Because it basically it lights them up.
It doesn't seem to grapple him. It just seems to just swarm round him.
Yeah.
Start attacking.
Well, the Sacred Flame, radiant light, just starts to burn at the piranhas, and they need to make a dexterity save or take the 10 radiant damage. If they pass, they just pass it completely. It's not partial. And also, I believe there's an extra effect to Sacred Flame where the next thing gets advantage. No, doesn't matter.
So they fail and take
10 points of radiant damage.
Yep. Liam, make the dex save.
Because I can see to get advantage, don't I?
It's an attack on you.
No, it's not.
Attack on you.
That doesn't attack like everything. It specifically targets them because it's just the fish. It's not like a swing with a weapon or something.
Okay.
So it won't affect him. That's why I did it.
Okay then. Do you guys run for the exit? It does open when you reach the door. The door opens.
I will go through, and I'm assuming everyone else is following.
Yeah, I've got to say, you come to the same room you were in before.
Can he actually escape the piranhas while they're surrounding him or not?
They're not grappling. They may have an attack on him as he leaves, but that's it.
Unless he disengages.
Mm-hmm.
Either way. Sorry, Liam.
Bye, friend.
We're all just dipping on Liam.
So I'm going to
Disengage, bro. Disengage.
disengage and just get away.
Okay, so you all leave. You see the door as the piranha like follow up behind you. The door slams shut right in front of them, crushing the two of them under it. So, shall we leave it there? There are more rooms, but I feel we're out of time.
Well, we can make it a 2-shot and finish it off next week.
Yeah, as it stands, I am off next Tuesday.
I'm happy to do
'Cause
that.
next Tuesday is the 11th.
I'm happy to do it.
So now I'm working the 10th and the 12th.
Yeah.
So if Tuesday falls between them, I'm good.
I was going to say, it is getting a little late, so I'm more than happy to do that.
Just
Yeah, we
roughly,
can do
like,
that.
how much left have we got of the rooms?
Probably guessing one for each stat or something.
I was just thinking because obviously if Tom and Ben are back next week.
In the short amount of time that I could do, I got to 5 rooms, so there's 3 more.
Yeah, well,
That's enough.
and obviously there's the taking the princess back if she's there and stuff. So yeah,
Well,
that'll
we
be
gotta find a scroll to get us back.
what
first.
we'll do is we can stream it next week and then maybe go and play some like Jackbox and stuff on stream and mess about.
If you'd
Yeah,
like.
sorry.
Okay.
Really enjoy that one. Thanks for
Oh,
Don't
it's a
like
fairy
it?
tale game.
Yeah, and I hope everyone who came to watch, who has come and left, and those that have stayed have watched, enjoyed it all as well.
Yeah.
But for those watching on the stream, we will be back next week to finish this motherfucking Portal rip-off off.
that. Yeah.
But
I should have guessed that was coming with it called Still Alive because that's the one song.
that's
you.
next week.
I did not work Portal into this one.
Yeah, works.
Yeah,
But-
it does.
Tatty buys everyone.
Guys.
Welcome.